Let me get this man a proper introduction. Every time I see him, the first time I saw him, and I always tell him, I was like, yo, man, you the flyest man in Columbus. And he was telling me behind the scenes, he's like, Rome, if you only knew. If you only knew. But I was like, yo, can you teach what you do? Can you teach how you, the drip key? He's like, yeah, you can YouTube this shit if you want. But, hey, I don't know if you can pull it off, man. If the city of Columbus was black and white, you drop this man in here, he adds color to this city. It is none other than Kaz Oliver is here.
Hey, what up? Hey, I like that. I like that. You bring color.
Yeah, man, you bring color to this city. If this city was black and white, drop you in there, boom.
Right.
Yeah,
you gotta bring some life to the table, man.
Yeah, man. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you bring a different energy and different artistic expression to this city when you look at the landscape of what's out there in the music space?
I definitely do, and the funny thing is, it's not even intentional. It's just, I'm just, I was just one of them kids with a crazy imagination, and I really saw myself in everything I was watching and seeing, and so, when I think about, how I want to present myself or how I want to look, I definitely, of course, I don't never. I'm like one of them people that didn't want to. If I saw somebody rocking something, I didn't want to wear it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to make sure that I had something different than everybody, but not too all the way out there to where people are like, okay, what this nigga doing?
Right.
But to where they hit me like, yo, where you get that at? Hey, where you get that at? Like, and then I got friends that'll hit me that I talk shit with, and we argue like, man, you ain't fucking with me. And then they'll hit me like, all right, bro, where you get that at? It's just stepping outside the box. Just trying to do something, because what might be fly to one person might not be fly to the next, and so I just do my thing, and it gets a good reaction a lot of the times.
I'm
appreciative of that.
I like that. So that's always been like a part of you from when you was a little jit, like just being a creative person, like thinking outside the box and not following the crowd. Right.
I mean, my thing is like, if you follow the crowd, how you gonna stick out? How can you be somebody if you don't know what everybody?
Yeah.
Can you hear me good in here?
I can. Throw your headphones on. Okay. You have to keep it modified. I know it's funny because I understand now that rappers, y'all don't like to hear y'all voice.
I hate it. I hate my voice. But as long as
why y'all like this, man? Y'all rappers crack me up with this shit.
It's funny because
y'all voice is your main instrument, but y'all hate it.
You know what? Because when I'm spitting to myself, I'm like, yo, I'm killing that shit. And then when I record it and I hear it back, I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? So.
Yeah. Yo, that's what I sound like.
But nah, if this is how loud I'm gonna sound,
you good. You can throw them off now. So let me ask you this: when you in the studio recording, laying down your vocals, one ear off, one ear on. So
that's a good question. That is a good question.
Yeah.
A lot of times I do it one ear off and one ear on.
Really?
Most of the time, a good 90% of the time. Every now and then I have both of them on.
That's why you gotta hear the beat in yourself.
Right. I think it kind of depends on like the level of the track and all the levels going, all the technical shit behind the scenes, whether I put them both on or not. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like I'm screaming in the mic because I feel like I don't have like a strong voice, and so my thing is make sure that I'm completely understood when I do it. And so I might, if it's like that and I feel like my voice if they don't turn my voice up and I'm kind of like just kind of screaming, I might put both headphones on to really hear myself. But sometimes my own voice can distract me. So
really?
Hell yeah.
This is interesting. Man. Okay, we got a lot to cover, Kaz. We got a lot that we gotta get into, unpack.
Let's go.
The single is out right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Take me there on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, make sure y'all go get that.
Go ahead, check it out. Too. Ocho as well on all streaming platforms. Check the video out on YouTube. Kaz Oliver. Take Me There.
Yeah.
Produced by Nicotne.
Nicotne.
Shout out to Nicotne. That's my guy.
Yeah.
We go back. the teenage years, all of that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to be doing something with him.
Yeah, I wanna before we dive into the new single and everything that's about to follow, and we're gonna touch on a lot of things because, like I said, we're gonna unpack a lot. But I wanna, for people who aren't I wanna kind of give people like the backstory of how I came across your music, and also he brought something up to me last time behind the scenes that. People ask me, like, how do you get your guests on the pod? How do you find these people? Who are these people that you're getting on here? This man is responsible for a lot of the people y'all see on this pod. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
A good 70, probably good 80% of the people that have been on here they came right after his episode, the very first one that we did. This one I was at the old spot. For people, if y'all really been listening for that long, and after that, I mean, the people that y'all seen, the Jacks,
AU, shout out to AU.
Shout out to AU. Who else that you're responsible for? Joseph's.
Joseph Moore. Shout out to Affirmative Distraction.
Shout out
Joseph
to
Moore. Joe Moore.
Yeah, man.
Let's not forget, nigga. You know.
Yeah.
Who introduced y'all for real.
Right, the PA Flexes, the Coast Cities.
Coast City.
I mean,
shout out Raheem. Y'all just seen him on the screen. Shout out Raheem. Shout out to Dame Lee. Art Life 6.
Dame Lee,
everybody.
All products of your episode.
Yeah, man.
And you're very...
But really, truthfully, shout out to Dominique LaRue.
Dominique LaRue was the first one. Because
that's what got you. Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, because what I do remember is that I'll tell you, like, from my vantage point, my perspective on like how I got introduced into like all y'all whole clicking, y'all powerhouse, which y'all been doing. Dominique LaRue came on, cause when I got here, I was surveying the land of the artistic scene out here, and I noticed very quickly that there was nobody sitting down with y'all. There's or there's like very little platforms. Very little.
I mean, there's some, but it's just
there's some, but it wasn't. No one's like really like in depth talking about y'all stories, your artistic journey, how like really like digging deep into y'all stories. So Dominique LaRue came on, and I remember listening to her music. I'm like, yo, she got bars. Like she rap. Yeah. But then I was like, yo, who's making the beats though? I was like, who's making these beats? So when she came on, I was asking her. She was like, oh, that's my people's. That's Jack. Yeah. I was like, Jack. I was like, okay. So I kept that name in mind. Then I reached out to you, and I saw your video, So Gucci. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up. What album is that on?
That is on Business on the Regular One.
Yeah.
On all streaming platforms. I'm still on there. I got the 70s afro.
Yeah.
You know.
Costume afro or rear afro?
That was fucking costume all day. My hair ain't been that long since I was a teenager.
Amazon purchase?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
No more than $15.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Let me see if I can find some Gucci. There we go. I play this in the background as I tell a story. So I'm on, of course, produced by Jack.
Shout out to AU.
Shout out to AU. So I'm on Instagram.
Shout out to Bobby Deuce on the keys.
Hey, some original keys on there. Yeah. Nice. So I'm on Instagram and I come across this video, So Gucci, and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, this shit looks different from like a lot of the normal videos that you see, especially from people who rap.
Right.
Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, Kaz Oliver is like super artistic, but motherfucker got bars. He can rap. So I'm watching this video. I'm like, oh no, I gotta reach out to this guy. This guy's artistic as fuck. I reach out, hit him on the DM, say, yo, fuck with the music, fuck with the video, let it get you on, talk with you about your music and your story. He's like, alright, bet, yo, for sure, let's do it. So, come on, we do the episode, dope episode. If y'all care enough, y'all can go back and watch that very first one. It's Dope Sit Down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, good one. And from there, then I asked him, I was like, yo, who's doing the beats? Yeah. He said, oh, my producer, Jack, AU. I was like, who said the same name?
Yeah.
So from that point, I was like, all right, yo, who the fuck is this Jack? And then from there, Jack came on. Then the snowball effect came from all the names we just listed. Yeah. Like, do you look at yourself like, you know what, yeah, like, y'all got me to thank for like really setting it off?
I mean, yeah, but I don't be saying nothing. I just be like, all right.
You can pop your shit, Kaz, but you don't.
Right. You know what I mean?
Why
all
don't
good.
you do that, man?
Because a lot of times I like to let my work do the talking. You know what I mean? I don't like to toot my own horn unless I got to, or unless somebody try to play me like, you know, like it ain't what it is. You know what I mean? So I just a lot of times let my work get to the. I mean, let my work do the talking.
You like to let the work do.
I like the because you know I could talk that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know I'm really you know, I be talking that shit, but
for real,
a lot of times it's just better to just really just let your work speak for itself. I mean, you know, I guess it could work in some ways as far as being a personality or something like that, but
yeah. Again,
I'm here to be an artist and a writer and do other things. Yeah, you know what I mean, and maybe I'm not ready to be out there like that as that fucking villainous, you know what I mean, type person. So
it brings the villain thing.
Right. So you know, it's cool. I just, you know, I let them live, and I might say something to a nigga on the slide like, hey, you know, you know what I mean? Because the funny thing is, that day when we did our first interview, I left there and I went straight to Jack, and we recorded the intro for the next album that same day. For real? Yeah, I left there and went right to go record right after the interview. This on the regular 2 intro. Yeah. Yep. That same day. So like, and so when I was there, I was like, yo.
Because I asked you like, yo, do you think he'll come on? He's like, I'm about to go see him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I had said something to him. I said, you know, I told him about our interview. I'm like, nah, it's a good interview. We got a good setup because you know, of course, like you know, you get DMs and shit. You get DMs and shit all day. Yeah, and you don't. And a lot of niggas be janky, and a lot of shit be, you know, you never really know what you're getting into. So I kind of took a chance, like, fuck it, man. He seemed legit. You know, so that's when we came. I'm like, oh shit, this is cool. Like this works out, and you actually do your research and man, ask good questions. So
appreciate that.
It's worth it, and it's like a very, like I said, like you said, it's a shortage of that type of shit. Yeah, you know what I mean, the good production, and you know, you're actually doing. You got sponsors and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got sponsors. Make me hungry, fucking you. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
That. That's dope.
And I'm glad to see how much it's grown.
Yeah, man. And since then, like the pod has grown tremendously. Like I said, like the snowball effect of like the exposure. And I think what a lot of people appreciate about like doing a podcast like this is like from the vantage point of an artist. Like not only are you getting your more exposure out there, you're actually getting to like tell your story, your narrative, you want to tell it. Because like as an artist, the narrative could be created for you without you having to input at all. Right. Motherfuckers take shit out of context, they'll spread your name like this, like and then the rumors become truth. Yeah. So I think people can see the positive side, like, yo, you know what? I can get ahead of shit. Right. Absolutely. Put the fluff out there. Absolutely. All right, new music is on the way. We're going to play the single when we go to break, because y'all know I love to play music during the breaks. And to all my independent artists out there, I love to support the independent artists. Send your music to clouttalk5@gmail.com. That's clouttalk5@gmail.com, so I can put your music rotations during the break of the pods. Okay, so I was thinking, like, okay, let's catch up from last release to this release that you've been working on that's about to drop soon with you and Nicotne. Shout out to Nicotne. Shout out to Nicotne. So we're coming off of Business on the Regular 2. Right. I was assuming, like I'm pretty sure a lot of people who probably follow your career and your music, that there's going to be a Business Regular 3.
I mean, yeah, there still is.
Oh, so we still getting that?
Yeah, you still going to get that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you still gonna get that. I mean, okay. You know,
so you just quick
right. I mean, I just. Well, you know what? I was like, damn. I more so just kind of stepped outside of the. My thing is like, I don't want people to feel like. There's nothing wrong with my brand with Jack.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm my own entity as well. You know, and I don't. You know, I do this regardless of who the fuck I'm with. But at the same time, you know, the good thing about me and Jack is a good partnership on what we do, because we both work horses. Absolutely. And he was on board with a lot of my ideas, and he gave me a lot of ideas as well. We work off each other very well. Yeah. And then my thing is like I didn't want it to get stale as far as like just the same thing over and over again, and I just wanted to switch it up a little bit and still show that it still can be done, and we got other shit in the cut. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot. We got a lot of stuff in the tuck. We got stuff on the way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just not a one trick. I'm not a one trick pony. Yeah, you know what I mean? So definitely, and like I said before, Nicotne is who I started with. Yeah, Nicotne is who I started with back in my teenage years. He was the only nigga that would let me down into his basement and record. You know what I'm saying? And really, like, when I first started rapping, I done said some bullshit. I done made some bullshit in this nigga's basement that'll never see the light of day. And he was there from the beginning and to where I really grew, and he stuck with me through the shit. And so it was only right for me to go back and holler at him and do some things with him and get him back motivated and so we go, because the nigga is like super talented, man. He's a fucking musical genius, man. And you know, shout out to Nicotne, man.
Shout out to Nicotne. Let me ask you this, right? Because like as you're talking about that, like, because like I said, like the momentum with the Business on the Regular series was. Momentum was what it was. Like, them things was firing off the themes and everything. It's like, yo, what's the next one going to be? You know, like, it's kind of like people are watching, like, yo, okay, he did the LL, they did this, the 70s theme. Like, yo, is it next theme going to be 90s? Is it going to be 80s? Like, it's kind of like got people guessing. And then, like you said, like now, just like, boom, I'm hitting y'all with this. People like, oh shit. Yeah. What prompted the decision to, like, you know what? Let me. Like, I'm glad you cleared that up too. Like, yo, we still got the Business on the Regular series. That's still coming. I still will get that. But for you, what prompted to go back to, you know what? Let me go back to where this shit started with Nicotne. Like, was it a conversation or did Nicotne hit you? You like how did
the thing about it is, like I said, we've been down since we was kids, right? And so I like I said, he was my Jack before Jack. You know what I mean? Except for like he wasn't like out there like that. He's pretty much he stays in the crib and he
curates the music.
He curates the music, and you know he had been rocking with Rashad and Elevator Music for so long. But that was also my friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we play video games together and all that stuff. You know,
so, like type Beyond Music.
Yeah, it's definitely Beyond Music, and so you know, life goes on, niggas grow up and go their directions or whatever. Yeah. But still though, when I was doing stuff, I would hit him like, yo, I'm working, man. I'm doing stuff. Like, yo, check this out. You know what I mean? Like, because I had such a respect for him that I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like searching for his approval or nothing like that. Yeah. But it's just like, yo, I'm being productive. I'm doing some shit. And whatever I do, I'm taking you with me. You know what I mean? And so I was like, cause you was there for me. Like, you let me rock and let me figure myself out when nobody was there. So when niggas wouldn't pick up the phone, you know what I'm saying, when I called, and like, you know, I always had him there, and he's always a dope producer out of this world. Like, so you know, I felt like it was only right. I didn't want to. It's like, you know, I do all the things with Jack, absolutely. You know what I'm saying, but then still something. Like, I had to get this out of my system, you know what I mean? And get him back rolling, and maybe possibly get him an opportunity with somebody else, or have other people like his Elevator crew, you know, maybe look and try to get more work from him since he's back up and moving. Right. You know what I mean? So
when you hit him up, right, was he like surprised, or like how did he when you hit him up like, yo, let's work? Like, what was his reaction when you hit him up? I'm curious, like, cause like here come you like, yo, it's time, baby.
Well, the funny thing is
like, get the fuck off my phone, man.
He just kind of laughed. He just kind of laughed like, that's what's up. You know? And that's my dog. But that's just how he is, man. You know, he's just like that. So I hit him like, yo, I'm working, and what do we need to do to get you back working? You know what I mean?
So you had to kind of like,
I kind of convinced him a little bit, and we got his software and everything updated, and so he could.
So he wasn't active for a while, huh?
He wasn't active for a while, like, and he has industry credits with like Jadakiss and all that, but like so, you know, he has like
work.
He has work,
but he was just chilling.
You know what I mean? So
had to update all the software,
update everything, and get him back going, because I'm talking about he was back when, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but as far as like producers, he was doing shit on the ASR 10, You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an old machine.
Yeah, ASR 10 with the disc, the floppy disc,
yeah,
and the all of that shit and DATs and all that shit.
Throwback producer.
So I'm saying like
that's
I'm talking about like we have the record player right there. We have the record player get the samples. He got a basement full of records.
Damn,
that's what I'm saying. He's all the way raw with that shit, my nigga. Like back in the day, so he knows
Oh, he don't fuck around.
So no, he's been doing it since back then. And so, like, when you get a computer and you go into other programs, you know what I mean? But that's how long he's been doing it. He wasn't just a computer producer, like, he was doing that shit back then.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So, definitely, like, he knows what he's doing. I'm not going to fuck with nobody that's not, that doesn't really know what he's doing.
Damn.
He knows what he's doing. So, he's very musically, he's very musically inclined.
Yeah, so... When you started to, because like now I want to get into like the creative process, and I'm pretty sure like when we hear the full project, we'll understand and hear it. Like when y'all is he sending you beats? Are you telling him, yo, can you flip this for me? Like, are y'all cohesively working together on this?
I mean, honestly, like for the most part, he is sending me beats, but then there are certain things that
flip this for me.
Yo, do this for me. Like I've sent him stuff to do. Like I got a track with my dad on the way.
Kaz Oliver. He's on the road with the legendary. What's my man name? He did the.
Oh yeah, my dad's on tour right now with Parliament Funkadelic.
God damn! Another thing you don't brag about. You don't brag about who your pops is or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you get back to your story with you and Nicotne about the creative process. But one thing that, like, as we were talking about earlier, like you really don't route on the coattails of others.
Right.
You like to establish Kaz Oliver as Kaz Oliver.
Right.
You don't like to like, yo, this is my pop, this is my dad, this is what he did in the industry. Yo, this is who I'm attached to, this is what I've done, this is who I wrote for, this is yada yada yada.
Right.
You don't, and I really appreciate that about you. Like you don't ride on the coattails of others to establish your brand and your name.
Right, because I don't want that to be a bias. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be a determined factor as far as certain things, or only
pop, right?
he only doing this because of this. You know what I mean? Or So pretty much.
That's important to you too.
That's
like,
pretty much. I'm just making a name of myself.
This is Kaz Oliver. Y'all getting that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And
But
I can talk my shit if I want to.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got so much. It bothers my mind that like, yo, like you can really pop your shit if you want, but you like, yo, I'm gonna let y'all live. Y'all got it. I'm gonna let y'all live.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
people come on this pod, they talk, guys. They be talking.
Yeah, they do.
Shit.
But at the same time,
y'all that motherfucking Columbus, you know what it is.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Columbus, nigga, we still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pop my shit like that because we all still here. We still run around the same motherfucking streets that we grew up on. You know what I mean? So I could pop my shit all day, but it's kind of pointless. Like it's like the illest nigga in Nebraska. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like
we all still in Nebraska.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I mean we still. I mean I'll pop that shit I'll pop that shit when I get to where I need to get. You know what I mean? The work ain't done. You know what I mean? It's like what Kobe say. He's like, you ain't smiling. It's like, nigga, the job ain't done.
Yeah, job finished.
You know, so ain't nothing. I mean,
it ain't nothing to be all rah about.
Nah, we still working. We still trying to get somewhere.
So the people that come to sit down here and they be like, yo, King of Columbus shit. Yo, I'm the best rapper out here. I do this, I do that.
Right. I mean, it's no shot at them or nothing like that. I mean, but sometimes. See, the thing about it is maybe it's because I'm more cultured than a lot of people. Well, I've been around. I've seen people. My family ain't even from here, so it's like I might have a different outlook. There's a big world out there, whereas some people really haven't done that much traveling. Their whole family here and everything. So this when they're like gunning for the top spot in the city and all that shit, like that because they might not have been all these different places. They might not realize it's a big world out here. They might not realize that the rest of the world don't give a fuck about here. You know what I mean? So I don't let that. So I try not to let that define me.
Yeah. This regional thinking.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like you like yo. It's bigger than just Columbus.
It's absolutely bigger than here. Because I feel like honestly, I get the most love outside the city anyway.
Really?
Absolutely. I get the most love because here's politics and shit like that. People fuck with niggas that they grew up fucking with, or they've been fucking with over the years. And so they already have a name for themselves established here. So it's like, oh, I fuck with that nigga and this and that. And like, there be stories behind shit. Like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? And so, and I don't really like attach myself to any group of people. You know what I mean? Right. Or fuck with these niggas or fuck with those niggas and none of that. I'm me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't care about none of that shit. So, yeah. You know, and there's, I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I do. Yeah. And yeah, man, I'm trying to appeal to the rest of the world. I'm fucking Japanese too. My mama Japanese. You know what I mean? I want some Japanese fans, my nigga. If anybody see my name, my little baby logo that I made up, that's my name in Japanese.
Oh, that's what that is. So, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name in Japanese.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I want to fucking get some Japan fans. I want to go overseas and do some shit. Man. I ain't worried about here. I done fucking performed everywhere out here.
It's not a stage you don't touch in this city. So, I like that. You're right.
You know, I mean, it's a big world out there. And plus, you know, I came up with like industry niggas. Like, you know what I mean? I was around niggas that branched off and did do something. So yeah, they just like they ain't worried about here. You know, I'm not worried about here. Niggas got you know. So
yeah, you're right. It's funny because like when you talk like that, like people look at that like, oh, so what are you trying to say? He better than us?
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's not as
it comes off like that. Then they'll look at you like, he think he above us. Then
no, it's just that nigga. Maybe if all you thinking about, if all you worried about is shitting on these niggas here, then
you're minding the wrong place.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but that's you. Yeah. You know, and I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. I'm just thinking beyond here. What hoes say, I'm not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past you. You know what I mean? Like, because like, you know, it's a big world out here. And even for the top so-called niggas out here, like some of them might be still out here. Yeah. You know? Facts. So what did that do? I mean, you know.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like a dog barking at the moon. It's
right.
Like who's hearing this? Right. Like no one's hearing you.
It is.
Like you yelling to yourself. Like you pretty much hyping yourself up.
Right. And it is. And like I said, I get love outside the city more often.
That's crazy.
And that's why I know that I have a certain type of appeal, because I can get that love from other places. Yes. And then I cannot be, you know, for one, we already don't really have a sound here. We have like a the sound is kind of just all over the place here.
You're the second person to tell me that.
We don't really have a sound. I mean, we got them auto-tune boys, the younger boys. We got the Detroit rapping ahead of the beat boys. We got super lyrical boom bap niggas, you know, and we got just regular trap. My bad, trap niggas, like all of that shit. We got a different. It's like it is a melting pot here. Yes, but like so nobody really has a sound for real. Yeah, you know, and
do you think that's like, because it's crazy, because like when I was sitting down with Fonz, shout out to Fonz, he was telling me, because I was asking him about that same thing, and you know, I was like what's the issue in the city with that? He's like, you know what the problem is here in Columbus is that sure we have a lot of talent, there's a lot of dope artists doing their thing, etc., etc. Said, but the thing that's missing is Columbus doesn't have identity.
That I mean, I would agree to that. We don't have an identity, and there's not enough people working together. You know what I mean? Well, I just said
that the cliquishness stuff.
That's the cliquish stuff, and then it's like, you know, because there's too many egos.
I'm gonna say, look, because like I said, I'm an outsider looking at. Like I said, I'm from fucking Philadelphia, and when I came here, it shocked me, like when I started sitting down with y'all artists, and then I'm mentioning certain names, and I was like, nobody knows each other, right? And it fucked me up, right. And I'm like, how don't they know each other? And the more I sat down with certain people, it started becoming clear. I'm like, oh, they just stay in their pocket of friends and groups, and that's it. Right. Like nobody really cross
that. And there's not really a community.
They don't care.
There's not really a community for it like it was. That, like, you know, like a little while back, there was definitely certain events and certain shows like the Summer Jam and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Where like the Turkey Jam too, like stuff where like they'd have like 30, 40 artists in the city all come to one spot.
Fire.
And like it would have, and even on the bill, like I have an old flyer from that, and it's like 40 names on there, 30, 40 names on there, and we're all on there, and it's like you can look, and I'm like, I know everybody on there.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like it has everybody, like a lot of the older like artists, like in their 30s, late 30s, and all that stuff. Yeah, like they definitely like are on there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, and this is like back in like 2010, 2012 type shit. You know what I mean? So you know you have the Coles, I don't know if Wallaby's on there.
Yeah, Wallaby's been on
Wise
there.
and the Third, PA Flex, the Third, all of them. Wee's on there.
Damn.
You know, I'm on there. Ness on there.
Yes.
We all on the Fly Union, which is like Jerome.
Wow.
Yeah, Fly Union.
See Tenant on the bill.
No, they had I'm not sure if they were on there, but no. They because C10 used to be part of another group.
Ah, okay.
Called Omni Breed.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that was before he broke off and did his solo thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I'll give you a history.
Thank you for that. That's why he didn't show up, motherfucker. I ain't scared to say it.
Shout out to Chad C10.
Shout out to C10.
But nah,
come on the show, brother.
He might have. I don't remember if he was there or not on there on that bill. But there's a lot of
30 plus names.
Yeah, at least.
Damn.
And like it was like a
festival,
like almost like an event thing, like a Scully's type thing. And so like you know people would have their
blocks.
They'd have their blocks. Veda was there. Dude named P Black was there.
Jay Swiffer.
Yeah, Jay Swift was with Fly Union.
Okay.
Fly Union used to be a group.
So there was a collective.
There was a collective with Jero. I'm not sure. You familiar with Jero?
Heard the name.
He's out there in LA with like LeBron.
Okay, Jero. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Jay Swift. And Veda was in a group with a dude named Ivan. They were all part of the group at one point. You know what I mean? And then before that, see, even taking it back further, they were a group called Basic Element.
Yo!
And guess who the producer was?
Don't tell me.
Nicotne.
Yo!
Yeah.
Yo!
That's how far. That's how far niggas go back. Them niggas is like in middle school, high school type shit. You know what I mean? That's how long ago it was.
Fucking wild. Yeah. I did not know that piece of history.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. A lot of people. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We've been around each other for a long time, man. We all know each, like, for the most part, like that group.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like I was kind of the quiet one in the background. But I was there. But I still was performing. You know, I still had my shit that I was doing with Nick. But back then was still Nicotne. Back in like 2010 and all that, I was still with Nicotne. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Wow, yeah. You just fucked me up with that.
Yeah. I ain't get with Jack till like 2019.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
So wait, okay, hold on, cause like
it seemed like we've been together. We've been down forever. But I ain't get with him till like 2019.
Really? So the whole time.
Cause Jack, I mean, if you tell me the fun, I'll tell you the funny Jack story.
Go ahead.
And he gonna be.
You know he gonna
be sorry I told this story.
You about to embarrass him.
So like, I mean, we had did shows before.
Yeah.
We had did shows like on the same bill. Like he did one with He used to work with an artist named Philly P. Shout out Philly P. That's my dog. Shout out Philly P. And like he's producing him.
Okay.
And so like we did a set like with him. It was me, Philly P, and my man Mechadon, who I just did Your House Day shit with.
I'm about to say that was put a pin on that because we're gonna talk about that too, like how because that was major. Yeah, I had the TV on. I was watching the game. I'm like, oh
for real, you saw it? Good shit. Shout out Mechadon. Buckle up. You know what I mean?
I'm like, that's Kaz Oliver. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but nah.
So
I'd already seen Jack around. We had seen each other at like shows and stuff like that. Okay. But I had like got his number, and
so you was familiar with his production? And
I told him like, yo, I want to do something with you. He's like, all right, cool. And I got his number, and I called him like that next week. He answered the phone like, yo, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get with you, trying to, you know what I'm saying, work some beats or something. Like, I just want to get with you and we can do some stuff. Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, yeah, call me back at this time. And I'm like, okay. And so I called him back. and he did not answer. And so I'm like,
what the fuck?
And I remember everything. So when I finally got with Jack, shout out to PA Flex, because PA is the one that got us connected. And we went and did a song. And then so that's back when the North City stuff started. And
so this is 2019.
2019.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fast forward from like 20, whenever that show was, and I called him.
2012.
Fast forward to to when, not 2019. And
call me back at this time.
Yeah. So
that's hilarious.
And so we went and did this song, and then we started working, and then Jack's like, man, I want to do a project with you. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? And so that's how we got started. But on that first session, we was doing a song. That very first session was just me and him, and I was just like, hey, I wasn't fucking with you, right? I was like, nigga, I wasn't fucking with you because you was on some bullshit back. You played me back in the day, and he's like, for real? He didn't remember it, but then he's like, damn, I remember somebody did call my phone and I didn't know who the fuck it was. And then, so my bad, you know what I mean? So
that's hilarious. So he dubbed you at first.
Yeah, he did at first.
But
he even admitted he's feeling himself for a second at first. Cause he was, he had Philly and Ness and all that.
He's on fire. He's producing everybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for him, at that point, everybody's probably hitting him up for beats and studio sessions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing about it was,
you're probably just another one in the mix,
right? And that's the thing. The way to differentiate with my one way of trying to differentiate myself with everybody was just to pretty much show that I was about my business and make sure that I was on point with everything, because in this game, a lot of niggas be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas be on some bullshit. Some bullshit. So I definitely. I knew as soon as I was able to get in the door with this nigga and show him that my business was on point, that we'd be able to get moving. Yeah. And so that's what happened. And so we've been off ever since then.
I love that. Like I said, we're gonna put a pin back in that, but because we diverted a little bit. The Nicotne process story. How y'all So okay, you
kind of way everywhere right now.
Yeah, I know. Like, this is good stuff though. I'm keeping us on track. We good. We gonna hit everything.
Yeah, man. We everywhere. So everybody who watching, hopefully you sticking with with this shit. This the camera. This the camera
right there.
So hopefully, we keeping it interesting.
Yeah, don't click off, you motherfuckers. This is good stuff y'all getting, man. Cause like I said, like he told y'all, he don't pop out too much. Like he's very. You just let the product and the music speak for itself.
I mean, if I'm booked,
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, bam, you hit Nicotne. Tell him like, yo, let's work. I'm ready. Let's go. He kind of laughs you off, but you pull up to him. You let him know you're serious. And you update all the software. Yeah. So I think we was at the point where we were talking about like how he's feeding you the beats or the creative process.
Right. I mean, my thing was like, cause and honestly, like truthfully, who really gave me the idea to really do a whole project was Rashad. I spoke to Rashad, and he's just like, man, you don't want to get stuck in a box, of people thinking and seeing you of one way. So, do a project with this producer, do a project, man. It's like, man, do something with Nick, like do like an EP with Nick, and do an EP with this person, do an EP with that person if you can. You know what I mean? It's like, and that way you can like diversify your shit and branch out a little bit, so you're not just in one. People don't just put you and show the different things that you can do, so people don't think you can only rap to one certain types of shit.
Right. You know what I mean?
So step outside the box. So he gave me the idea, and because I had already been talking to Nick.
Okay, I was about to ask. So like from that discussion you had with Nicotne, how much time passed till you hit Nick up?
Oh, okay.
So from the idea of that,
from Rashad
to like, you know what? Let me hit Nicotne. Was it fairly quickly? Like, you know what? You right.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Nicotne, of course.
Well, I had kind of been it wasn't that much time because I was already working on stuff anyway, and I hit Nick up, and I was like,
man.
I'm always working.
God damn.
And so I hit Nick up, and fairly quickly, so, within that week, and I was like, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need to get you working again? And so we kind of went from that point on, and we made We made it happen, and from that, it's like a updating process. Even not just with the software, but with him as a producer, because you know a lot. From doing beats from back in the like late '90s to
sounds completely
now,
different.
to now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so he had to update his way of doing things, and the drums and the way you do things, like and then even now with me, it's like I have a little bit more input and ideas as opposed to before when it's like
you become.
I just take whatever. I just take whatever you give me. So like if I like I want this, hey, take the drums out and you send me this so I can just go in, or let me do this. I need a chick joint. I need this. You know what I mean? And so he knows. So
y'all had to merge your creative direction with him catching up,
right,
to where you want to be, what you want.
Right. I mean, but it's also his creative direction as well, because honestly, a lot of times his production is what gives me the ideas on there.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
what I wanted to get to. Like, are you already having concepts, or you're listening to what he's producing and concepts are coming to you?
They come from what I hear. It's definitely like the beat gives me the ideas. It takes me where I need to be with it, and I see it from the beat. Like people say, like how you choose your beats, the beats choose you. You know? Is
that true?
It does. For me, it is.
Cause I ask artists that, and sometimes like I'll either hear they say that I already got something written and I just need something to fit it.
I mean, sometimes
like I just got a skeleton of a rhyme.
Right.
I got a 16 or whatever. Like, but when I hear the beat, I know that rhyme goes to that.
Right. I mean, that works for some people.
But you let the beat tell you what to write, or the production.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So like Ocho, that's you listening to that and you're pinning right to that.
Yeah.
You don't have that for Ocho.
No, I wrote that all to the beat.
God damn.
Yeah, I wrote that all to the beat. I mean, it's happened. It's worked before on certain beats, but
you have something just sitting.
Well, you know what it is? It'll be something that I have, and the nigga Jack will be like, "Nah, this ain't it. Let me switch the beat on it."
Oh.
Which happened with So Gucci.
Really?
That wasn't.
Oh, that's the story he's going to tell me with So Gucci.
Yeah, that's.
So that original rhyme was to another beat?
Mm-hmm. The whole song was to another beat.
What?
Yeah. The fuck? And the funny thing is, the beat was called Gucci Belt or something like that.
Yo, wait.
And so
what?
that kind of gave me the idea, and I kind of ran off that. And the thing about it is, I wrote it playing around. I wrote it like So Gucci, lobster with the sushi. You know what I mean? And I was just saying playing around with it, and I recorded it, and then we laughed about it or whatever, and then I kept it. And then I was gonna sit there. I had a visual idea and everything with that already. And then Jack,
the visual that we seen was
that wasn't. I had a whole different idea.
God,
I had a whole different idea, and then all of a sudden Jack. It's like, no, this ain't it. This ain't it, nigga. This ain't it. I'm switching the beat. I don't like this. That's all right. All right.
So he produced around that.
So he produced around. He came up with something else, and like he actually sent me some other shit on there, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. So then he sent me a different beat, put that to another beat, and I said, nah, that's not it. And then he did that one. And I'm like the final version. I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that. And then like he reached out to Bobby Deuce to put some keys on there, like all that shit.
That's in the background.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's Bobby Deuce. And that gave me a whole other idea for the visual, because it reminded me of some like Love Boat type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then that's like the horns at the beginning.
You're right.
So that's why in the video I'm on a fucking boat.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I did that shit. And I told him like, yo, I'm gonna do a video with like I'm trying to be a player or something like that, and the girls playing me to the left.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
funny video. Yeah. So that's the story behind So Gucci.
Yeah. Yep.
What the fuck? Wow. So Gucci went through two versions before we get the final thing that we hear.
Right. And that's actually happened with a couple of beats with Jack. A song called Ghost for the Night featuring PA Flex.
Okay.
Also with a different beat.
Wow.
It's a different beat, and Jack hated it. And but you know, when I heard the old version recently, and I'm like, yeah, he did the right thing. He did the right thing.
I'm gonna say, like, as a writer and an artist, like, does that like kind of like frustrate you? Like, damn man, why you changing the shit? Like, I wrote it for that. Like, God, I mean, damn,
sometimes we have our,
or you like, you know what, he made the right decision.
Well, nah, but the thing about it is, we have those discrepancies pretty often. Me and Jack, do with that. Absolutely, but it's all in good work. You know what I mean? Okay. It's all in, because he's not gonna see, the thing about Jack is, he's not gonna give a fuck if he don't fuck with you like that, or he don't give a fuck, or he doesn't feel like what you're doing is quality anyway. So as far as him switching shit up for me, it's because he gives a fuck and he sees something out of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, we're not gonna sit there and fucking do this shit if that shit ain't up to par. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so while I might get frustrated with it, I might get frustrated at times, like, and it's happened mad times.
Plenty of times.
Man, what? Me and this nigga done fucking argue about shit like mad times, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it all still, but that's what we go. We brothers, man. That's what it go. That's what we go through to make what we need to make.
Yeah.
And so,
damn. So this happens pretty much often.
It does happen often.
Wow.
It does happen. I just did a fucking the next single I put out. Well, one of the next visuals that I'm gonna put. Well, one of the ones upcoming. Like, we have stuff upcoming.
Okay.
Like, he just, like, that started off, I did a little something for it, and he, like, cussed me out, like, you ain't gonna half-ass this shit, nigga. Who the fuck you thought you was? Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and so we get into our arguments, and then a lot of times I don't say shit. I'll just kind of sit there and just
let it go.
All right, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that my reaction might not be, like, it might not be necessary, and it might not be, I might, cause I get mad as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I can say some shit, and then it'll be like, damn, we'll fuck around, not talk, you know what I mean? So I don't say stuff out of, like, I know how to control my emotions when I get mad, like, you know what I mean? But and that's the thing, like, and he's a picker. He gonna pick at you.
I'm about to say.
And it'd be like making me want to go over there and flip his fucking chair over. But that's still my nigga though. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then I know we'd be cool in like a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it always turns out good what we do. So
yeah, it's like, you're like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah, it's like that. You know what I mean?
But I think I'm trying to like put myself like in his shoes. Like, maybe he knows what certain buttons to push for certain artists to get the best out of them. Like, is it like a mastermind type shit? Like, yeah, because I know if I hit that button, I'm gonna get the best version out of him. Because he's not giving me what I need right now.
Yeah, for some of that, yeah, and two, again, like,
that's just him.
That's him, and he's a troller. He be trolling. But I know there's never really like malicious with a malicious intent.
All right,
you know what I mean?
It's always for the product.
Yeah, because we want it to be good and
the best product. Yeah,
he takes this shit serious. Yeah, you know, and he don't want to half-ass shit.
Yeah, so working with him is completely. Would you say 360 work with Nicotne?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How does Nicotne work? Is he pretty much like lets the artist be hands on, like let you do your thing, then you tell him like, okay, I'm thinking this, and he'll just rearrange it how you like and be good.
Nick a lot of times does what I tell him to do, as far as like, so do this and do that. I mean, sometimes, but like he's like a super perfectionist. Like he's like a super perfectionist. Yeah, but and Jack's a perfectionist too. But Jack just
he's very anal.
But Jack, music is in his everyday schedule. Right. You know what I'm saying?
24/7.
So Jack's a workhorse. So Jack, he puts out a lot more stuff than Nick does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Nick has a lot of shit in the tuck that motherfuckers just don't know about. And that's the thing, like, he doesn't really have his name is, the thing about Nicotne is his name is synonymous with the people it needs to be synonymous with. The people that can get him some fucking money in his pocket, you know what I'm saying, and help do this thing. And people that, all of us that's known him since we were kids. Right. You know what I mean? So like his relationship with Rashad, that's always gonna be there with the third and all them, and even like people that have been around back in the day. Some people like have, And if you say his name to certain niggas back in the day, like that was rapping back then, they'd be like, Nick, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? Right. But he's a fucking, that nigga's Rain Man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's a genius. So it's definitely like, I'm so happy to be doing stuff with him. Like it's really dope to have all this shit together, and I'm proud of this one as well.
Would you say you're like, cause like I'm thinking like two opposite ends of the spectrum, like working with two different creative people, but still I gotta be who I am. Did you find yourself like when you're in the element working with Nicotne versus working with Jack, like that different shit is being pulled out of you from each? Like, oh shit, like I'm starting to notice like when I'm in this element with him, this type of version comes out of me, or when I'm over here with him, this version, they get that. Like, did you notice that, or is it pretty much you still was able to like, you know?
Well, with Nick,
if I'm making sense, what I'm trying to ask.
With Nick, I'm more hands on as far as the
creative process,
and the extra shit that comes along with it, like a sample, telling him where to put the brakes at, or telling him where to change the beat. Telling him where to put where certain things like that. Or put some effect on my voice. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like I'm more hands on with that. With Jack, he be having ideas in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? And like the thing about Jack is, okay, with Nick, if I'm like, yo, can you do this? He'd be like, all right, yeah, I got you. And then he'll, like, I might wait a couple of days. Jack will have the computer right there in his fucking face already. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, all right, what you need? All right, so what you think about this right here? You know what I'm saying? And then, so, that's the thing with that, like, and it's like, the funny thing is, because, they're two completely different styles of, like, how they work and their production.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The sounds are, like, completely different.
So, are you writing different, too? Or no? Yeah. I will say that because Take Me There.
Yeah,
what you about to play?
Yeah, what we about to play?
Yep.
That was me fucking experimenting.
Really?
Yeah. I ain't never sang for real, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I say you're right.
Yeah, I'm not really, you know what I mean, because I can't sing. So I can hold a note, but I can't sing for real. You know what I mean?
Out like a whole.
So I was playing around. And I'm like, yo, I told, because I'm telling niggas, yo, I'm about to sing on this joint. And niggas looking at me like, for real? And so when I recorded, I was like, yo, I'm scared. You know what I mean? And so I did it, and it turned out good because I recorded it with Jack. I recorded the beat. I mean, I had the beat already, but I recorded it with Jack.
Oh, okay.
And Jack got excited, and he started smiling like, yeah. So,
I like that. That gotta be like, and as we're gonna go to break here and play this record, the new single. But that has to be like kind of like almost like artistic heaven as an artist, because like you can like really kind of like along the lines of say what you said, like Rashad was telling you, like, yo, like, spread that shit out, bro. Like, yo, like, and like as you say, it sounds like damn, I'm really like artistic heaven.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I think, and the good thing, and another thing is like, it's good to reach out to producers that are gonna fucking answer the phone and fuck with you. You know what I mean? or not be on no weird nigga shit.
Yeah.
Because we do have those here.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Very true. Shout out to them. Get the gunshots for them. Would you say, like, and we not naming names, that happens more often than not, like, reach out, yo, I'm trying to work, crickets?
No.
Or they spin you like, yeah, we go link. Never hear nothing again. Without naming names.
No, I mean, there are some that, I mean, but that's the thing, I'm picky too. So you have a very standard about you that you don't bend or break on. No, I don't, because I don't need to. I got good people around me.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I don't need to fucking do no bullshit niggas has been in this shit too long to sit there and fuck around with some low budget bullshit. low budget sounding bullshit, low budget appearance. You know what I mean? Low budget quality visuals. I don't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? Especially if niggas is on a mission to make certain things happen, like maybe not even being an artist or maybe just being a writer or doing something. You still got to present yourself a certain way. And so, you know, but I mean, has there been producers that spun me a little bit? But really, truthfully, honestly, all I gotta do is just take some of the shit and really go in and really like dedicate myself to their shit to get them to be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, and you know, and plus they don't know how my business regimen is. They don't know that I'm gonna take care. I take care of my business. Like you're not gonna have no issues with me to where I'm fucking owing you, and I have a fucking tab that's out of this world. Right. You ain't heard from me in months. Like I don't play like that.
Yeah, you move accordingly.
Right. So but no, I've had producers that we've had plans on doing stuff, and it kind of just dissipated. But like, that ain't taking nothing but a phone call and me reaching out or me seeing a nigga in person. Like, yo, what's good? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's up? We gonna do this or what? You know what I mean? So,
would you have no problem doing it?
No, I don't have no problem doing that. Because they know, come on, man. Like, it's not like my shit is low quality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo.
It shit polished.
Like, so if you're not, you know what I mean? So, what you trying to do, my nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's like a higher industry nigga, like, still though, I still got quality. I still take pride in what I do. I'm not gonna have neither one of us coming out looking crazy or looking whack or being a waste of anybody's fucking time.
Shit, I heard with you and Capadonna.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Oh my God!
Shout out Capadonna. You know, and so I just try to make sure that for anybody that that potentially might want to work, like I'm not about to play around with nobody. Yeah. Because it's business at the end of the day, and I'm not gonna sit there and have my name out there being as a nigga that don't handle this. So.
Yeah, you gotta respect that. But then again, like that's when people.
But it's about their business too. What the fuck they on?
And I was just about to say that. So because like if you're reaching out to someone who you see how they move, you see their output and how their presentation, you can clearly see the level of which the standard that they hold themselves to. And if I want to reach out to said artists and I see that they got their shit airtight, well, goddamn it, I better have my shit airtight too. Right. Or else I got no business reaching out to that man or that woman. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, and the thing about it is I'm gonna put it out.
You're not gonna hold shit.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't put stuff out.
I don't understand why they do that.
I think,
especially on the collab record, like let's do this together, and then I just never do nothing with it.
I mean, it could be a variety of things. I think shit? That. No.
Like, yo, you ain't signed off on the release or
nah.
They just
they ain't booming like that out
God damn it, Kaz! You gotta wait a release from who?
But you know what? I mean, some people might. I mean, shit, man. Some people want to put it out and make it right. It gotta be right when they put it out.
Or did he body me on my shit? He bodied me. No, I'm not putting this out.
That too. Yeah, that too. That could be some.
Clean me up on my shit, and I reached out to him. It ain't like he reached out to me. All right, if I'm on his shit, he bodied me. Cool. But if I reached out to the homie and he bodied me on my shit, yo, put that in the folder on the hard drive. Right.
Well, yeah, I mean that could be
ego getting away.
Yeah, that could be it too. Yeah, that could be it too. Or they might not be overly confident in the record. As well. As a whole. Or they might not have it mixed. Who knows? It could be a lot of different things. It could sound like it might not be mixed and mastered, so it's not presentable, So it could be an abundance of things. Yeah, absolutely.
So you probably got verses everywhere that never been put out.
I got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I mean, shit, I'm sitting on this shit. You know what I mean? I was sitting on that video and I've been had that shit, but but I had to wait for the right time. Timing is everything. Yeah, right. So that's what you're telling me. For some people, their timing might not be right yet, so ain't no problem.
So a surprise guest feature may come out 2 years from now that you forgot about. Like, oh shit, that's right, I did do that for homie.
Right, I did. Shout out to Gray McKenzie.
Hey, Gray McKenzie. Who was on here?
I got a shoot.
You got a video with him?
I think so. I think this weekend I got. talk to Dame, see if that's going on this weekend.
Oh,
but
he shooting with Gray?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to that.
I did a verse for him like years ago, and I completely forgot about it. And then he hit me up like
he's doing the video for
you. Because that was some Jack shit. You know what I mean?
I'll hook him up like, yo, my man need the verse.
Yeah, and so he hit me like, all of a sudden they shooting a video. I'm like, for real? All right, I had to go back and listen to it. Like
damn, what my verse is again?
Yeah, like I had to go back and listen to it. Like, okay, all right. So, damn, that just reminded me. I gotta holler at this nigga, see if I'm shooting this week.
Right, been serious with that. I love it. All right, we're gonna take a break. We got a couple more things we're gonna chop it up with Kaz Oliver about. We're gonna play this new single that he's.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Yeah,
Take Me There. It's produced by Nicotne. Take Me There.
Yeah.
Also they can get it on all streaming platforms. Check the video out on YouTube.
Video is out, yes.
Yeah, Kaz Oliver, KazOliver. On all streaming. Oh, Kaz Oliver Music. That's my YouTube channel. I just started one.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So
there you go.
KazOliver Music on YouTube.
Yeah.
So check the visual out. Check out Ocho as well.
Yeah.
That is the other.
Getting off on that one.
Yeah, that's another song that I released as well on all streaming platforms, and that's also part of that video.
Right. It's like a 2-for-1.
It's a 2-for-1. You know, like back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Nice little teaser in the beginning there.
So
I like that.
Yeah, man. Check those out, man. Check me out. Sky High. Coming out. Myself. Nicotne, produced by Nicotne, coming out here soon.
Sky High.
We got a lot of things on the way.
Woo.
Got a lot of things on the way. So
stay tuned. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about maybe you give us an exclusive where we can expect some things and who's going to be, involved in this whole magical release. Right. All right, we're going to be right back here on Clout Talk Podcast. Artists, make sure y'all send your music to Clout Talk, the number 5@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
My ride, feeling right, please don't fuck up my high. See them eyes, look up when I slide by. Drop a few dollars in this bye-bye. For the night, some get lost up in the water. All these fish up in the sea. The wrong ones that had me caught up. Know what drunk ain't shit to me. I keep it pushing, baby, cool as ice. Feeling super nice if the mood is right. I keep the party moving right. Down to earth, a bougie type. And if I'm going crazy while I'm in it, it'll be her block that I'll be spinning. She love a nigga style. She trying to put a thing up on it. Swear it's on her mind, don't know. Can't put my finger on it. One thing for sure, two things for certain. She down, it's pound time, niggas serving. Hey, come on. Shorty wanna take me there. Call me any day and be there. For all the things you do, I got time. Shit's crazy. Know she wanna take me there. That's why I'm always staying prepared. But when she say me there, you know I'm waiting. And when the phone rings, we'll be doing things. Got me going back like a dope fiend. Say the word now, I'll be rolling. I love her whole style, that pussy so clean. You got me doing 90 on the freeway. All the gas, it got me zoning, yo, I call it speedway. Bring a friend, you know I'm never turning down a three-way. Island team, let's run it back, I tell upon the replay. You know the party don't stop. Only question is you with it or not. For that lover nigga checking, ayy. Lay back, nigga, still I got the pressure, ayy. Say less, we ain't gotta talk no extra, ayy. The only mission is the demolition. So expeditiously find us on the expedition. That's right. Know she finna take me there. Told her put that thing in the air. I'm talking way in the air. Come on, shorty wanna take me there. Call me any day and be there.
Right here on Clout Talk Podcast. Kaz Oliver is here.
Yes.
Good shots. If I did behind the scenes content, the exclusives I just got during the break, Lord have mercy. I'm just gonna say this motherfucking Kaz Oliver is dangerous, alright? This man is dangerous. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Goddamn. Even when you don't see him, he's everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere you ain't never there.
That's right. Okay, so let's talk about without giving a lot away. The full project is wrapped up. It's done. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on like final mixes and masters. I'm sorry, final mixes and masters.
Okay.
Just to make sure everything's on point.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But yeah, it's on the way. Sky High, like I said.
Sky High's the name of the project.
I have a couple features on there. I got Weez on there. I got Mirror on there, aka Miracle. And I also have Jazz Pew. Shout out to Jazz Pew, who is a fucking beast. That nigga's a beast. Real, beast. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out Jazz Pew.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still putting it out, nigga. I still put it out. He probably sitting like, yo, this nigga ain't never putting that shit out. No, I'm putting that shit out.
He don't believe you. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So with this, and what I start to learn about you is that like your shit sits with you for a while before it releases. Like before you feel comfortable with being ready to like present it out to the world. You make sure your shit is packaged up the way you want to package up, and all that stuff. Like, how long has it been done? Because like you said, I be getting tired of this shit by the time y'all hear it. I'm like right. Over it. I'm on to the next shit. Y'all go ahead.
It's been done for a couple months.
Okay. Like you said, you're still waiting on mixes, but
right,
like the recording process.
Yeah, the recording process is done. Yeah. And I mean, shit, man, timing is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can put shit out the wrong time and fuck up your whole rollout. You know.
So I'm curious to know, like, for you, like, take me into your mind, like when it comes to the timing. So like, are you from idea to conception of the full record? Like, okay, here's the concept that I want. I execute the concept, shoot my visuals, do my shoots, make sure everything is the way I want it to be. Are you working towards the time frame, or once you see you got everything where you want it, then you start to think of the time frame? Because like we're in March right now.
Right.
Like when you started recording, did you have like, okay, I want this ready by April. I need this to be ready by March.
I'll be honest, this shit is way fucking later than.
Damn! It should have been. You wanted to be done with it already.
I wanted to be done last year, but
really,
certain things like.
So me being upset is justified. I knew it. Right. God damn! I told y'all.
Right. But at the same time.
God damn.
But at the same time, like, you know, I take things into consideration as far as the visuals, and all the preparation for it to make it what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? To where you got the music, but you gotta have, you know, an idea and a visual and the cover shoot and, you know, other little things to promote. And it gotta be right. You know?
Otherwise, how do you know when it's right?
When everything's fucking done. When everything's done and, you know, we get this shit out the way, then, because I refuse to put something out that everything is not like on point, like, because it's like a fucking waste of money. It's pointless,
right?
You know, if you don't put things out without a certain like a mission behind it, it's like, nigga, you wasted your fucking time. You wasted all them fucking hours in the studio and ideas that all these fucking great ideas you had, because you can't present it right, and then it falls on deaf ears. So, you know, definitely the timing got to be right, and everything got to be done. And for me, I'm kind of like, I'm lightweight perfectionist myself. So if the look ain't right, if everything ain't there, it's gonna drive me fucking crazy, and I'm not gonna put it out. So, you know.
I see. So you could be like ready, like, okay, but then you're waiting on another factor to be done before you can even put the shit out, because you're waiting for something to come back.
Right. Absolutely.
And that holds up your timeline.
Yes, and that's, and as for as hands on as the type of person as I am, it drives me fucking crazy waiting on other people. I hate it. I hate it. I wish I could do everything. I wish I could produce. I wish I could shoot videos. I wish I could. I mean, I do know how to edit videos, but like, I wish I could do all these things. I wish I could mix and engineer. I wish I could do all that shit because then I wouldn't fucking call anybody.
Yeah.
But I have, unfortunately, I got to depend on people. And it drives me crazy. Yeah. But that's just the type of, I'm a control freak with the shit. Yeah. Because it's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's my presentation. It's me at the end of the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to play around with this shit. So,
right. Yeah, you're right, because your presentation is everything. And if you don't have, in layman's term, 100% control of that, it could be, like you said, like frustrating because, like, I have this vision, but I know I gotta rely on that party to help me with my vision.
Right.
And if it's not to like what then we gotta go back to the drawing board, and now the time frame I had, I gotta push it back.
Right. And I be feeling back sometimes because sometimes I'm like a Brazilla with the shit where I'm like,
oh, you really ain't know about it.
I am, because if I see it a certain way, I want it to be that way. It's hard for me to like. I could have my head, I could be dead set on something. Yeah. But if there's a fuck up, then it's like, then I gotta improvise. And then that pisses me off and takes me off my track. You know what I'm saying? To where I have good people around me. It's like, yo, it's alright, man.
Yeah, calm down. We're gonna get it right.
You know, so, but
you're like, no, I need it. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm so hands on with everything. That's why all these videos and all this shit I do is my idea. You know what I mean? And like my vision. And thank fucking God that I got somebody like Dame Lee, Art Life 6. Shout out to Art Life 6. That for the most part, he does. He executes everything that I fucking say to the T. Yeah. And like he's willing to go on board with me as far as my ideas go. Yeah. And we have these discussions before, like even with the video.
Yeah, so the one we just seen for the single.
Right.
You sitting down with him for this? You're telling him, hey, this is what I'm thinking.
Well, you know what it is? I call him. Okay. Like randomly. And I'm like, yo, I got an idea. You know what I mean? I call him randomly. I got an idea. And he's like, damn near 9 times out of 10, he's like, all right, we can do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we good. And like, you know what I'm saying? And like, but even with this last visual with the Take Me There video, check that out, y'all. Yeah. But with the Take Me There video, it was like, you know,
the whole Brady Bunch thing.
Right. Yeah, I pushed him with that because he hadn't did that before. You know what I mean? So I told him I want like a Brady. I told him I want a Brady Bunch theme. You know what I mean? Like I want to do, and then we were like kind of going over like how many squares, you know what I mean? How many outfits, how many fucking looks I gotta have, how many
you colors. Mapped all that out.
Yeah, I mapped all of that shit out.
So like, so each square, cause like we just watched the video, edit. Right. Like you're in, like you said, like you're in each outfit, and each guy, which is you, is singing a different part of the song. Yes. Like one is doing the verse, one's doing the hook, one's doing the harmony, one's doing the this and that. Right. So like you already like like you're telling him this. Is he like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you know the funny thing is,
how are you communicating this?
The funny thing is, I wrote a chart. I made a fucking chart of all the squares.
So you literally drew this out?
I drew it out.
Like blue board, like blueprint, whatever.
Yes, I wrote it out, but I needed it for me too.
Oh, to see your thoughts out.
To see my thoughts, like, all right, what outfit am I wearing in this? You know what I mean?
So you're that detailed.
Yeah, I was that detailed, and then what direction I'm gonna be looking to, like, you know,
even down to that.
Yeah, even to that. Okay, so this part is gonna be because I look at it like, you know, when you record, you have your mains, your ins and outs, and your ad libs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so when I did that, when I did the video according to that. You know what I mean? The top half was like the lows, and you know what I mean. And then the bottom row is the highs, and then the middle row is the rap. You know what I mean? So like the very middle one is the mains, which is the one that it should be rapping a verse, and then I'm ad libbing on one of them, and then I'm doing the ins and outs and doubling on the other one. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I wrote all that shit out. I wrote all that shit out. Because also, not only that, like, I had to write it out anyway because he has to know where to put shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? He got to know where to put shit. So, And then but he didn't really cause he's telling me to do certain shit too, but he didn't understand that I'm doing shit a certain way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So certain shit, he's like, yo, just go all the way through, and I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? So
it's not necessary.
Nah, it's a certain thing, and so when we're shooting a video, he's just like, all right, bro, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Why you stopping?
But I know that when he edited, he had to be like, oh, you know what I mean? So
that's why he did.
As far as man, we even went and got the backgrounds and everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything was we're very detailed, and we're willing to go the distance to what we need to fucking do.
Yeah. Visually,
you know what I mean? Yeah. To make it what it needs to be.
Yeah, so, talk about that for a second, Kaz, because when I look at your videos, like I said, that's the first thing that caught my eye about your music was the visuals first.
Right.
When I seen your videos, and then of course having East Coast ears, then I double back and listen. But the first thing that grabbed my attention was the visuals.
Right.
And when I look at certain, and this is not no knock to artists, the level of intent and creativity in certain videos, you getting the same shots. Your standard hip hop video, me and my homies,
right?
Couple of bitches shaking their asses, the whip, we outside swinging the Dracos,
right.
And boom, there you go. With you seem to want to push your level of creativity every time.
Right.
Is that intentional for you?
Absolutely.
I want to continue to push the envelope. How creative can I get?
Right. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I've had the discussion with my people to where we already agreed on the fact that we're not going to shoot any more regular, degular. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Videos because
get me in my hood. Yeah. We're gonna bring the hood out.
Yeah, because it doesn't how you gonna stand out with that? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm creative enough to come up with something that's still entertaining that'll keep you tuned in.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You just gotta think outside the box, man. You can't be like everybody else.
Yeah.
Especially if you want your quality to be up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you working with a quality videographer that's willing to, a creative videographer that's willing to improvise and go the distance.
Woo!
You know what I mean? So shit, man. We've been in areas where we getting kicked out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's good to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, especially with somebody that you got that friendship there, and with that, you willing to go the distance completely.
Yeah,
and make it what it needs to be.
Shit, man.
I fuck with the right people, so
yeah, you really don't really box yourself in like you said earlier. You don't just think about Columbus,
right? Not at all. I come from a creative background. My dad, like I said, shout out my dad, Kevin Oliver.
Shout out to Kevin Oliver.
He's even told me back in the day, don't fucking box yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't do that. That nigga plays every fucking genre of music. Every genre of music. This nigga, like I said, he on tour with Funkadelic right now.
Damn.
And this nigga, he's done reggae shit. We brought with reggae. I mean, these are all bands that he was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? He's done like alternative rock shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, reggae shit. Yeah. He's done church gospel. He's playing with the churches out there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he does everything. This nigga does everything.
So you get that from him.
Well, I get that I get that not wanting to stay in the box and limit myself. You know what I'm saying? If I could do more, if I could play fucking instruments, nigga, I'd be out there rocking just like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. Speaking of your pops, when you was coming up, right? Did you watch him as he's having this music career? Were you observing him early on? Was he just kind of always on the road performing? You really didn't get to see it much, or was you there just watching Pop as a little jit, taking that in, just being around him?
Well, the thing about it is, it was second nature to me because that's what I grew up knowing. You know what I mean? That's all I knew.
Yeah.
As a kid, they got pictures of me sleeping in kick drums.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? When I was fucking 3-4 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's been my life. So
Damn.
it wasn't nothing like special to me until I got older and I seen how much everybody like was
Didn't
like,
have
oh my
that
god, your dad,
experience.
your
Right.
dad's so cool, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't really know that it wasn't normal, you know.
Right.
And so like I grew up with going like, you know, seeing my dad play at the gigs and my dad being known around the city and everything, and you know, just everything musical and being in the big studios and stuff with him. You know what I mean? Like I've
that was
been around
normal
that.
to you.
That was normal. I didn't know it was out of the norm until I got
I
older.
realized you being privileged as fuck.
Yeah.
This makes sense of why.
Like I mean, he toured before. Did like European tours and shit like that.
Wow.
That I wasn't. I mean, I didn't go with him, but like
Right.
so.
But you know he was.
But
out
no,
there.
I knew he was out there.
Wow.
And, yeah, he's just another thing about it is like because he's so known around the city as well. My dad from Baltimore.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit!
saying?
Yeah.
My dad from Baltimore. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But like so,
Yeah.
my dad from Bmore, and so
Okay.
that's how he got with George and all of them. Parliament.
Ah, right.
Like,
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
and then so he met my mom. Cause he played with them from '79 to '81. And so he met my mom.
Out there in Baltimore.
Well, no, he met my mom.
Like he's probably on tour or something.
Yes.
Ah.
He met my mom touring, and like he met her like, I think in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? My mom from Flint.
Okay, your mom's from
My mom from Flint, my dad
Pop
from Baltimore. Yeah.
He had a show or was
Yeah, he
had
had
a stop in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Michigan.
And then
They meet.
They meet out there, and then my mom ends up moving here to Columbus, Ohio, some fucking way. And
How did she just pick up?
I don't know. And so they move here, and then he moves here to be in my life. So that's what started all of this here.
Okay.
Otherwise, ain't no, I don't know where. I mean, maybe Baltimore or Flint. You know what I mean?
Right.
Otherwise, you know, but still, like
Damn.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean?
God
Because like
damn.
Columbus, Ohio is like it has nothing to do with either sides of my family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
so maybe that's why I see a little bit differently because I've never had immediate family here.
Right.
I've had immediate. I'm sorry, I've had immediate family. I've never had like cousins and all of that shit. Like all my cousins are out of town.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So like it all really kind of like starts with you, like as far as like here, this imprint in Columbus that you're carving out.
Right. And that's just being a lover of hip hop and fucking seeing niggas out here that was doing a thing
Yeah.
that I didn't even know it could be done here. And then because I'm realizing where I'm at.
Right.
And then so when you see people rocking here, it's like, oh shit, they're actually good. Like they dope. You know, I want to be like them. I want to be. I want to fuck with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Does he ever like? Does he listen to your music?
My dad?
Pop. Like does
Yeah.
he fuck with some songs?
he does fuck with some songs.
Hey, because I wonder, like, you know, a guy that of his status and that, you know, the tenure he's had in the music industry, how he looks at his son music career.
I mean at the beginning it was just like, you know,
my son is fucking around.
you know what I mean? But throughout the year, I mean, I think it's just me being adamant and just like continuously fucking with it over the years. It's like,
Oh, he's serious.
yeah, it's like he kind of had no choice but to respect it because I mean, it got better as time went on, and you know, he recognizes the people, like the musicianship out of the people that I fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he sees the visuals as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, like, I'll be directing that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be...
Like, you know that's all
like,
me,
yeah,
right?
Like, them was my ideas that we, you know what I'm saying? that we do, so...
Yeah. Is he surprised or he's like, of course, you're my son? Where you think you get it from, boy? I'm your pop. I'm
You know
your
what?
father.
I'll say proud.
He's a
You know what I
proud
mean?
dad.
He's proud.
father.
You know what I
Will we ever get Kaz Oliver Oliver song?
mean? Yes.
We will get that.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes,
Air horn.
we're working on it. Produced by Nicotne. Yeah, we got some shit in the top.
Is this gonna be on the album or is it gonna be a Lucy? Something you gonna throw out there to surprise the people?
Depends on how quick it comes about. Like if I go record it here within the next week, then it might make it.
It might make the album. Like last minute.
But also there might be another addition to it.
Like a bonus track?
No, a bonus person on there.
Oh, on that same track with you and your pop.
Yeah, so it might.
Holy shit.
It's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Is it looking like 70% it may happen right now? The timeline kind of
crunching. I gotta holler at this nigga. I gotta.
Just gotta make the phone call like, yo, you ready?
Because you know I'm pretty sure he's out running around right now. I think they're touring right now. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the hell city they're in.
Yeah.
But,
what? Yeah, so there's a good chance we may get this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Y'all gonna get it whether it's on
the album or not.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
That'll be a special night for me. Whatever work it gets or anything. Right. Because I never did nothing with him, and I've been wanting to do stuff with him. Yeah, it'll be the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm interested to hear this one now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is another person on it too.
Possibly.
Yeah. You got a big phone call. And this is the type of frustrations you talking about.
Yeah.
You hate waiting on people, I can tell.
I do, but this one in particular, I can't really like. I'm not. It's not in my control.
Right. Yeah.
So and it's like, I don't want to push it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully it works out because that'll be dope and that'll be something I could put in my own history books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Along with the Capadonna joint.
Yes. So, I love that record.
Yeah. So. You know. We'll see.
Man,
But definitely, like, we're
gonna get it regardless.
Yeah, we're gonna get a father-son duo shit like
that's tough.
Like the Nas joint, you know?
Yeah, so, like Bridging the Gap.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough. Okay, so wrapping up with the new album that's coming out. I'm sorry, what's the title again?
Sky High.
Sky High.
Just think of like Goody Mob.
No, that's a good way to remember it. Yeah. Or the song with Kanye and Lupe, Sky High.
Yeah.
Produced by Touch the Sky.
Yeah.
That's Touch the Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, Lupe, because Lupe says Sky High.
Yeah,
you're right, Sky High. But you're right, Goody Mob.
Right. Yeah.
Right, Sky High.
Sky High.
All right, so without giving too much away, obviously, because we want people to grab it and drop it. I mean, drop it, grab it when it drops.
Right.
What can what can we expect? Because we got the single out now, or I guess would you say 2 singles? Would you count that as 2 singles?
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Because they're released separately.
Yeah, separately. I'm gonna push them both.
Okay, so we got the singles out. Ocho and Take Me There.
Right.
It's circulating right out now. Y'all can make sure y'all go grab them.
Yeah.
And for the DJs too, I can talk.
Yo, shout out to the DJs that I sent all the DJ kits to. Shout out to DJ Prime. Because Prime played my shit today and Wednesday in his set. Shout out to Prime. Because Prime gonna hold a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? And he supports everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually scratched for me before on Business on the Regular too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's my nigga. He holds you down. You know what I'm saying? He holds it down.
That's dope.
So
yeah, and do you feel like you get supported enough by the DJs?
No, but honestly, it's not. It's more so just kind of it's more of an establishment thing. You just got to establish that relationship. So I'm not gonna sit there and knock them. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, unless they on some, unless they on some weird acting shit, then it's like fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, like every DJ that I've come across in person, like and spoke to them, it's always been love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like doing things with them, I just gotta go approach them like. Because I haven't really came across none of them since I dropped the song. So it's like, I just got to have that opportunity to kind of run up on them and just like send it to them. Like I emailed a bunch of them and sent it to them. So you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they check their emails.
Right.
And like, potentially put it in their sets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Be a nice little groove for whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, it is what it is, man. But shout out to DJ fucking Prime, my nigga. Shout out Prime, my nigga. Prime is for the culture, baby.
Yeah, man. That's love. That's love. And
yeah.
I'm thinking about like as a DJ, like, does it matter if I have a relationship with said artist, or should it just matter that the record is dope Fuck who the artist is.
I mean,
like, does it matter that I need to have a personal relationship with you to play your shit if it's hot, if it's dope?
Hey, you gotta ask them. You gotta ask them. Because I don't know how these niggas be. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might be like that. Some niggas might have their fucking nose in the air and only play certain type of records from certain niggas. Like,
he
I don't
never
know.
came to one of my events.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, ain't no telling. It all depends on the DJ, honestly.
Cause that wouldn't matter to me.
Right.
Like, yo, this shit hard.
But again, we're in Columbus, Ohio.
I gotta realize where I'm at. You right. This is not the city of brotherly love.
It's politics out here, and people do things according to their relationship or who they're already accustomed to fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that shit.
I don't like it either, but you know, it is what it is.
Why do I have to like? You gotta be my man just for me to support you. Like, yo, if I see you over there, you got some dope shit. Yo, send me that.
Right. But you know, but truthfully, on top of that, it's hard enough to get niggas to fucking listen to your shit as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's hard enough, like, you
just
know,
to get them to pay attention.
Right. Cause like certain niggas like are just out there. Like they're moving and it's like, you know, it might not come across their radar. So it's not. So I don't really put it on them like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't.
If you fuck with it, cool. But
right. If
like,
not, it's
sleep.
like, I mean, and like, shout out to Rawls too.
Hey,
you know, because he's a person before on some real shit is dope. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's
so,
legend.
You know, and then his latest, but he's all over the place right now. You know what I'm saying? He's moving, and I feel him. You know what I mean? I just seen him on a fucking video with Easy Mo B and shit. And
crazy.
So, yeah, so it's like, you know, I want to get it to him. I want to get this latest single to him too. I think because he knows Nicotne too.
Oh, okay.
He knows who he is. So
yeah.
I think that'll be a nice something if I could just fit into a nigga set one time and get the people to get their little rock on, even the older folks get their little dip onto it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
man.
As you know, along these lines, like, is it frustrating to like put so much care, craftsmanship, taking time, chiseling away, making sure this sculpture, this presentation is, I got it. Everything is picture perfect. Presented out, and people don't absorb it, and it just.
I mean,
that has to be frustrating. Like, yo, like I've spent the hours. I should back snack all of it. Fuck y'all, man.
I mean, it is.
Like, I'm really putting time into this shit.
Right.
Hours. Like, and y'all just like, I'm not regular.
Right.
Stop treating me like I'm regular. Like, I'm giving y'all like real craftsmanship.
Yeah. I mean, it is, but I mean, I don't put it like.
It gotta be me, like, yo, dumb.
It is, but
fuck y'all, man.
You know.
Oh man, like,
but at the same time, you know, again, you just gotta get it to come across their radar, and you put it in their fucking face. Like, I'm not like, my thing is like, for me, and even with this latest single that I got out, it's more so about making it come across their radar, because 9 out of 10 fucking people are gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm that confident in what I'm doing. And the presentation is on point as far as the visual and everything is on point. So it's more so about coming across it. And if not, I mean, if you're not fucking with it, then you're not fucking with it. But you can't deny the quality and the visual quality and the presentation, all of that shit. If not, you just hating, or some niggas. You know what I'm saying? But you never, like I said, it's a weird culture out here sometimes. So it's like niggas are only gonna fuck. For some niggas, the hole in the wall shit is the flyer shit to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what some people, that's what they fuck with. So the bullshit. Let me not say bullshit. But so the certain types of things, like, it might be flyer to them. That's what they're more accustomed to. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
you know
but it's not home cooked. It's microwave.
It is. But some people that shit's dope to them. Just like, you know, you see a nigga, just like you might see a nigga with True Religion out here still rocking, and why you looking at that shit like, the fuck? They might be like, oh, that shit, he's killing it out here. You know what I mean? So, it's all about perspective. And I think that's why a lot of people call it like a small town here, like small town perspective that they have here. Like they only fuck with certain people or whatever. Yeah. Or they have a certain look, and the style here is kind of bumpkinish, and so they might be accustomed to that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? to what they know already. So a lot of people ain't trying to step outside of what they already know, what they already are used to.
Facts.
So I mean,
I respect it.
I ain't tripping on that shit. Like it's like, especially here, man. Because I'm trying to go beyond here. Like I'm trying to at least get it out there to where I can at least write for a motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? At least take that type of or be a creative, do something in creative direction. Yeah. And stuff like that, because I feel like that's where I excel at as well. You know what I mean? So would you say, like, I'm not sure if you thought about it yet, but it seems like it's on your mind, like long term, like you'll become more behind the scenes. Like we won't see you as a front man anymore, an artist. Like we'll start to see your name in credits. Yeah, I mean that'd be my preferred thing. Like I would prefer that, because for me, I just want to make good money and take care of my people. And provide opportunities for people. And so I don't necessarily gotta be out there like that, but I know that
that's a choice for you.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's why it's almost like you gotta show what you can do. Yeah. To make it to make the next person wanna give you a check. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. So I feel it. It's more so about, because I mean, in all reality, niggas' times is limited as far as being an artist. True. And I'm very aware of that. Very true. And so, I just want to make sure that I can, show what I can do. Yeah. And really, show that I can be an asset.
I like that. Yeah. So we better not take you for granted right now while we can before you disappear.
You're fucking playing yourself, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah. Let's play the quote unquote, I guess, second single. And we're gonna go to a break, then we're gonna come back, then we're gonna wrap up and get you out of here because we done covered a lot.
Yeah. You got games today?
Do I? No. I do not. Let me pull up this next single here. I'm all over the place here with it because we gotta play the next joint. Where am I? And I was, as I pull this up, like I was telling you behind the scenes, I'm like, man, your catalog get caught deep out there. You type in the name Kaz Oliver, a whole bunch of shit pops up.
Right.
Are you proud of your catalog?
Absolutely.
Like the shit that you put out from, like when you officially started putting out music officially under the name Kaz Oliver. When you look back at your catalog, do you look like, what? I'm proud of my body of work. I'm proud of my catalog.
Yeah. Of course, I'm my own worst critic, so I'm gonna look back at some shit like,
I could have executed that better.
I can get rid of this shit. That'll be all good. But for the most part, I am, because I take pride in like putting together good full projects. Yeah, you know what I mean? Full bodies of work.
Absolutely. So you look back, you like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm happy with it.
Right, I got some shit.
Yeah. Any favorites come to mind when you like look back and like things stand out? Like personal ones that you like.
It's funny enough.
Or do you just like on to the next shit?
Well, I mean, I'm always moving on to the next thing, but funny enough. And niggas is not gonna agree with me on this one. But shit. Business on a Regular one is probably my favorite.
Really? That's your favorite one, really?
Jack might cuss me out for that
one. He'll strongly disagree with you. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Probably just.
What do you like about that one so much?
I like my intro. I really like. Yeah, I love my intro.
The cassette tape sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the intro. I love Early Mornings featuring Ronnie Biggs.
Y'all went off.
Yeah. I love Lifestyle with Raheem.
That's hard.
I like Love Language. I like Gucci.
Yeah.
You know, I like what's that shit called? Be Down with Weez.
Be Down.
I like that. So
yeah, that's your favorite one, and that's a strong. Hey,
yeah, I mean,
when you listen to track listing, you around like, there's some heavy hitters on there.
Yeah, they got some good. They got some shit on there. So
I
like Chevy Miles.
That's the one right there, baby.
I like Chevy Miles. They shot that shit in Vegas.
They shot that in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh,
they shot that video in Vegas.
You
know what I mean?
That's
so
tough.
yeah, so like I fuck with that album. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that one.
Yeah. Hey, y'all don't get that too.
Right.
Get the whole
Business on the regular one.
Yeah. Get one into.
I like my cover. I like the 70s
cover
outfit.
is the afro and all that.
Yeah, with the afro. Nigga, the 70s gear, all of that.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. Your themes be crazy, man. You really be.
Yeah, it gotta be. That's what I'm saying. A body of work gotta be a body of work, my nigga. Like everything it has to make sense.
Just while you take your time.
Like, and then you asked the question before, like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put nothing out that's not like all the way thought out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I respect the craft too much. I respect it too much to sit there and try to put some bullshit. I respect the people that came up before me. I respect the people that I looked up to try to put some bullshit out and just play around with this shit. This shit is like, you know, like I said, I grew up in a musical household. This shit is more than just fucking some bullshit ass hustle that some niggas is trying to make some money off of right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I fucking live and breathe this shit, nigga. You know what I mean? So
I love it. Yeah, man.
I ain't one of them.
Right.
So
you're not here today going tomorrow type motherfucker.
Nah, hell no. And if I am going, I'm behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't about to play with this shit. I don't give a fuck what any of these other niggas do. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I do more than one thing. So
you're not out here crowning yourself King of Columbus.
They
loud, Kaz.
Again, I don't give a fuck about that. I do not care about that.
You don't care about being King of Columbus?
No.
You're not here to prove you the best rapper.
I'll be the king if I'm the richest nigga in this motherfucker. I don't care about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is, again, being the king, what does that got anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that got anybody? Because half of these, so whoever could be a so-called king, that nigga might be driving on 270 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not no shot at nobody, but it's like, nigga, what the fuck are we, you know what I mean?
We all here.
Like, yo, congratulations if you did get it or so-called get it. Yo, salute to you, my nigga. Like, the fuck? Niggas is trying to make money out here. Niggas is trying to do something out here. Niggas trying to make careers out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't trying to fucking go around and fucking rap at Scully's for the rest of their fucking life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the king.
Yeah,
This is my city. When you come here, you gotta check in with me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, a nigga from fucking Cleveland will come here and be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It ain't that deep. They can have it.
Right.
Oh man. Right,
speaking of, my bad. Speaking of Cleveland, shout out Ja Rashad. I'm trying to.
Hey.
We gotta work.
Woo! Trying to get one with the Ja Rashad.
That nigga's beast. I'm gonna get you hip to him. He in Cleveland. He got some shit.
Heat.
Yeah, he got some shit.
Ooh, I'm gonna tap in. We gonna take this break. Then we gonna come back. We gonna wrap up with Kaz Oliver. We're gonna hit him a few more things. And if you're still with us, you still listen. Shout out to you, because I know attention spans are short today. Yeah. 15 minutes, I'm out. I'm not sticking around for this. You want to introduce the song, Ocho?
This is Kaz Oliver and Nicotne.
Yeah.
Ocho from the Sky High LP.
Yes.
Coming up here. Ocho on all streaming platforms.
Yep.
You can see the first couple bars on the YouTube video. Take me there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get your 2 for 1.
Yeah.
A little teaser. Are you going off on this?
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
This my type of lane right here. Yeah. Give me the bars.
Yeah. Your bars. I got something for y'all.
Hey man, I love it. Yeah. All right, yo, we gonna play this. Ocho will be right back. Kaz Oliver, don't go nowhere.
Niggas folding while the pressure cooking. While I kick that excellence, the best with all the rest just looking. Hustling is my testament. I bless them when I get the pushing. Sitting on the bag is healthy. Give me extra cushion. Glass full of champagne. Salmon with the plantains. Lamping in the Hamptons with a fancy broad I can't name. Soaking up the game from all the OGs here that ran things. Who cover up their scars with hella ink just like it's band-aids, yo. Style immaculate. This swagger ain't no accident. It's in my veins, but not contagious. Ain't no catching this. Niggas hating hard, they wanna see me fail. Imagine this. Bitches in my DMs with the BBL and plastic lips. Talking about it's something about you, baby. Yeah, I bet it is. With all it takes, a couple dollars just to see how wet it is. Told me she just trying to eat. I feel her, so I fed her this. High level knowledge, what she gave me kept ahead of this show. Top of my game, I'm in my prime now. Rumors get made, niggas be lying now. That typical shade that I inspired now. Rent free, I'm living, parlaying up in they mind now. Can see me when they sleeping. I got them geeking, you can hear that noise creeping. The boy ain't leaving, fuck you thought it was, sonny. You must have had it confused. Got more style up in my pinky than niggas hat in they shoes. Y'all chasing after these dudes while they be asking for clues. Catch them on the instant replay. Niggas shacked in the food. Plus, they sloppy moving, bound to get they crews touch. We never losing, baby, squad is too clutch. Money back guarantee, got them in a chokehold. They struggling, they can barely breathe. Catch a nigga dolo, the scully with them cherry threes. Customized logo, them shits was only made for me. Y'all niggas so-so, but nothing like Jermaine Dupri. Have y'all niggas po-po, so stay the fuck away from me. The Audi A8 can take me straight from A to B. Round the way and back now. Friendly shit is over, these niggas is getting taxed out. Game tight, I keep my change right, then I take flight. Bad thing with me, keep the makeup on her face light. And I ain't gotta tell her, cause she know what good tastes like. A gentleman distinguished, Stacy out of wingtips. A closed mouth don't get fed, but loose lips ain't shift. So tread lightly, or we might be handing out them pink slips, nigga. So casual with it, styling while they mouths is running 100 miles a minute. It's going down, we spinning.
Yes sir, we back right here on Clout Talk Podcast. The mighty Kaz Oliver is still with us.
Yeah.
Okay, winding down here. You know where I want to go? I'm sorry, we forgot. Mega Don and you at Ohio State. We forgot to hit that. How did he hit you up for that? Shout out Mega Don. Yeah.
I've actually known him.
So y'all go back.
We go back since children. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you an old ass picture of how long he just sent me this shit like the other day.
This how far we go back.
And if you look at the year on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't see on camera. Hopefully you can send it to me and I can put it in the official edit. They go back to 97. Yo, look at you.
We're not gonna. We ain't
gonna be good. It's just my eyes only.
Yeah, we ain't gonna put my age out there.
Oh, right. But yeah,
it go back since then.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all young as fuck.
Kids, man.
God damn. So he's from north side of Columbus too?
He's from all over, but he ended up moving to New York.
Oh, okay.
When we were, he ended up moving to New York when we were a fresh 18, 19. He moved to Harlem.
He moved to Harlem.
He moved to Harlem. He was right there on 97.
Oh shit! He's right there in the thick of it.
Yeah, he's right in the middle, 120th and Lennox.
Damn. And, he's right there in the heart.
He's right there at the corner, like the corner stoop.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? But he was there for a good number of years, and that's where he did a lot of his music and modeling and show appearances and everything. You know, he's in the Chappelle Show.
Was he?
Yeah, he's in the Chappelle Show.
Oh shit!
He did a lot of extra work for video. He was Jersey video. Erykah Badu video, Cool G rap. Like he did a lot of videos, a lot of extra work, a lot of stuff like that.
Shout out to him.
He did a lot of ads. He's in The Source.
Let's go.
Shout out to him, but no, we go back to his kids, man. Fighting and shit, like you know what I'm saying.
Y'all got in the scraps and all that.
Yeah, and so you know, he's pretty much nowadays he's like the Ohio State damn near good luck charm for them. You know what I'm saying? For the Buckeyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does a lot of music this latest song, Buckle Up. Go ahead, download Buckle Up, y'all.
Yeah, go get that.
You know what I'm saying? And, he hit me up for the Fox Noon kickoff. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Fox Sports.
The pregame show.
The pregame show with old dude from Alabama. What's his name?
The coach? Saban?
Nah, not Saban. But with Urban Meyer and Brady Quinn. And what's his name from Alabama? The running back. Fucking
he played for the Ravens?
He did I think he did for a short period. But I got a picture with this nigga and everything.
You got to flick with him.
But anyway, so he's with the Fox Sports kickoff. You know what I'm saying? And he hit me like, "Yo, you trying to rock with me? It's gonna be a national television." I'm like, "Oh yeah, absolutely."
Wow.
And I didn't realize how, because when we got there and we did the performance, I didn't realize how big it was until we got there and we got out on the stage, and then you see people all the way the fuck line back. I'm like, oh shit, and they really rocking with what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great look and it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like
it was on. I got to be on national TV with it, and man, it was a good representation. And then my niggas is like, my nigga out there. You know what I mean? So it was dope, man. It was dope for the people that know me, even the other artists that know me. They were proud. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope to see.
Nice.
It was dope. It was fun. It was so quick, but I told this nigga before he was kind of like pacing, like,
was he?
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a little nervous, I could tell, even though he probably wouldn't admit that shit. And I told him, I was like, yo, this shit gonna go by so quick. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be quick.
This shit
you knew it was gonna go fast?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When you up there jumping around, but now we got right to it. You know what I mean? And it was a dope look. You know what I'm saying? The Fox Sports Noon kickoff.
Yeah, we got the crowd rocking.
Yeah, they was rocking with us. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, because like you said, you done performed all over the city of Columbus. You done performed outside of Columbus.
Right.
We're talking about performing on national TV. Like, as an artist, what is it like? This may be a cliche question, but like that feeling of performing in front of hundreds and thousands or whatever X amount of number of people. Like, can you describe that feeling? Like, when you're up there, like, what is that like for people who are like non-artists like myself? Like, what is that like? Because like we are in a crowd looking at y'all, but from an artist perspective, what is that feeling like?
It's like you floating out there.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? It's like you floating, and the nerves can fuck with you until you get out there, and then you start going, and then it's just like, yo, have fun, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? That was pretty much every time I've been in front of like a large crowd. It's more so just about having fun, and you know what I'm saying? That's what you do this for. And honestly, from my perspective, it's like that's what I did this for anyways, what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you try not to, you stay focused, but you have fun with it, and them jitters go away after like the first fucking like 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So like then at that point, because I've done the, I did the O State shit, I've done the out of town shit, but I've done Power Fest. Which is something you might not be aware of. I've heard of it, but I've never heard of something that went on at the LC. I forgot what it's called now. I don't know what it's called now. Over there off Neal. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the big convention centers where the bigger concerts have went down. Yeah, I performed out there a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And like in front of like 5,000 people. Woo! And it's like, once you get out there, you good. You know what I mean? Like, you get nervous, but for me, the nervousness, like, is more so makes me focus more on like making sure that I do what I'm supposed to do and stay on point with what I planned on doing.
Give it a good show.
You know what I mean? So it all works out. I could be nervous as fuck. Motherfuckers ain't gonna know that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's been a number of times that you've been up there nervous, but we wouldn't even tell.
Right. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Ever forgot lyrics while you on stage?
Absolutely. I think every fucking rapper has done that shit. Every rapper has fucked up their own shit before throughout the years, my nigga. Like, absolutely. Like, there's been times I forgot damn near like halfway through the verse, and I just kind of just trying to improvise with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens. You know what I mean? Luckily, they're not like those weren't on like important events and shit like that. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, everybody fucks their shit up sometime. And if you haven't, you ain't no fucking MC. You ain't no rapper nigga. Like, you full of shit. Cause every nigga done fucked up their shit before. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga, like I said, every nigga that rap has fucked their shit up before. Every nigga that rap done been in a room with one fucking or two people in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga that rap done, you know what I'm saying, that has situations to where you didn't know what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, absolutely. I fucked up my shit plenty of times. And then I've done shit fucked up plenty of times, and Jack will fucking catch it every time. That nigga will catch that shit every time. It's like, yeah, you fucked up on that one song, but you know, it was cool though. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody see that shit. You know what I mean?
But he knows.
But Jack knows. Jack knows.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it, man.
That's why he's my nigga, though.
Oh, man. Dope. Okay. So speaking of forgetting lyrics and all that stuff, as we wind it down here, coming to a close, I wanna play a game with you.
Okay.
I wanna see if you can remember some of these lines from your guest verses.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna tee it up for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the lines. You gotta tell me what guest verse this is on. What artist did you do this for?
Okay.
And if you can, the song and the album that it was on.
Okay.
See how good your memory is. Now remember, these aren't Kaz Oliver songs. These are guest verses.
Okay.
When you pull these up.
That's funny. I'm with it. All right.
You with it? Yeah. All right. I gotta pull a song up too, so that way, if you do get it right, I can play the reference song for you. Let me see. All right, we'll go here. Now, I'm not a rapper, so I can't say it like you. So just bear with me. Searching where the time went. Circle been smaller, got caught up in all the nonsense. Praying to the Lord that my little soldiers are rising. I need more than some holy water for my sins. Who is this guest verse for song and album and name of artist, sir?
That would be Street Lights, Philly P. Street Lights?
Street Lights, Philly P?
Street Lights, Philly P, and my girl, man. Kim Joyce.
Kim Joyce. Final answer.
Yeah. Holy water for my sins. Still yeah, all respect. Try to avoid the for the don't let the best moments flash by like yeah. Such a what a time with yeah. Shout out Philly P.
Shout out
you know what I mean? All these shit. Such a what a time with small of it caught up in all the nonsense. Lord that my soldiers are rising. More than some holy water for my sins. Regrets to with love, all respect. And try to before we next. Gotta be less. Blessed. Living life with no worries. Time and summer berry. Life 30. Trying to do them dirty. My people that couldn't avoid the 3 strikes. Wrong but me right. Think of each life. All the street life. Yeah. Let's go Philly P. My nigga. Shout out to Philly P out there in fucking Arizona holding it down. You playing, my nigga. You better do some shit, boy. Straight up. That's my dog. Saying?
Nice, he got that one right. Okay, we got 3 of these, so you one for 3.
Yeah. Shout out Philly, man.
Yeah, shout out Philly P. How did that collab come along?
He just reached out to me. He sent he made it easy for me. He sent me everything. All he did, he just left the space.
Oh wow! So everything was finished.
Everything was finished. He just left the space for me to fill in.
Oh, nice.
For that verse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
did you craft that fairly quickly?
Yeah, it was quick. It was quick because Philly is like, yo, what's up? Where's that? He one of them adamant ass niggas, man. And I understand, like, you know what I mean, like, but nah, definitely,
yeah.
Because we've actually done a lot of things. Me and Philly have done a lot of things. A good number of things together. That some things just hadn't come out. But definitely, yeah, we worked together plenty of times, and you know what I'm saying. Like that was one thing. Like because we were supposed to do an EP. Like you know, it's still not out of the question. But if we ever do that, nigga, we gonna fuck their asses up. Especially the niggas that think they know.
You really getting it back.
Let me tell you something, man. Like we talk that shit, nigga. We ain't scared out here. Fuck, we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't
rap.
Man, niggas ain't scared to say certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. That's one reason why me and this nigga always like vibe good. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas talk that shit, and we have that. That's one nigga that I could talk to and like really talk to about the music from back in the day, and that's one nigga that I can relate to, and he knows everything that I'm talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Y'all on the same frequency.
Yeah. So shout out Philly P, man.
Yeah,
you know
man. Nice.
He ain't ready for us out here.
I love it. Is he really from Philly?
Nah, he's from Toledo.
Damn it.
He from Toledo, but he's actually staying in I think Phoenix right now.
Wow.
He's out of town.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Will he be coming back? Or he
possibly.
Good?
But but also he's in the same field of like writing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he write for a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
nice.
Philly a problem. And these niggas really don't they know. They really don't want them problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
nice. I listened to that whole album.
yeah, Philly real nice.
Philly P.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Alright, we got another one for you. See if you remember this guest verse.
Alright.
Riding on my wave, shine while they throw shade. Says it's love, but they lying, baby, bold face. See if you remember that one. Let me go pull the song up.
That'd be Zeitgeist by PA Flex. Go ahead, check out the video. PA Flex Zeitgeist. We did the kid and play party, the house party thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was a fun experience. You know what I'm saying? And that was dope, man. Like actually being able to pull that off. And do a video for that. I feel like that didn't get the shine that it should have gotten.
This video?
You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
Oh,
like we put a lot of work into that shit, and it should have gotten the shine. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and he talk and like you know, as far as his, because it's on PA's album.
Yeah,
the album it's on Sleeping Giant. You know what I'm saying? And what he didn't fucking realize is that's the song that probably got the most attention because of the video. You know what I'm saying? So he has his favorites, but nigga, that was the fucking main single. That was the second single that he had on there. Okay. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like
he didn't lead with it.
No, he led with a Whiskey in the Winter. You know
that's a dope one too.
Yeah, that was
this one got the traction.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Cause we had Kid fucking like in the video. You know what I'm saying? Kid from Kid and Play.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, nigga, you supposed to stretch that out. We did a whole fucking house party. I had a big ass flat top wig on and shit. We fucking doing dances and shit. Nigga, we put this whole fucking video together, nigga. You supposed to push that motherfucker, but
that's supposed to be the one.
Nah, straight up and down, like you know what I mean, like. So while he's promoting his album, still, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that fucking video.
Yay.
That I really put the work in to make it happen the way it needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's my nigga though. PA, like that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like PA goes back with me back in the Nicotne.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? But
this is the first right here.
You know Yo, bottles up, baby, pop toast, do it up for the old folks, ain't no snot nose. Ready for the top floor, yeah. When the shop closed, yeah. Riding in my own lane, shine while they throw shade. Say it's love, so they lying, baby, full face. Just the life in the times in the 08. It's all day, baby. Relax and parlay, baby. Marinate, saute, baby. You know what I'm saying? Eyesight. For Klondike, fly life. Hey, hey. Shout out to Jay Swift on the beat.
Jay Swift for
Jay Swift, yeah, that's a Jay Swift beat. Yeah, so.
Oh man.
See, and truthfully, like me and PA have done.
A nice amount
we have like about 3 or 4 joints together. Like we've done group shit, but we've definitely done some shit, some shit together to where, like Goals for the Night, you know, feature him. You know what I'm saying? And so he definitely that's a good collab partner too. We make good things happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't forget that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? We make good things happen over there too. So.
It's great because like you're such a even though you really hold your own as a solo artist, but when you do collabs, you mold and mesh well with certain artists, and you're able to like give the track what it needs too.
Right, because we got a common goal at the end of the day, is just make dope shit and you know, make it dope. Like, so where unless it's like some shit where niggas is really competing on there, you just try to really just, you know, join forces and make something dope. You know what I mean? Like I try to make this shit dope at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And make it, you know, to make it have some fucking replay value. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Is it tough having chemistry with certain artists where it's just like we just not clicking, like we just ain't our chemistry ain't there, like it ain't working?
I mean, for me, not really, just because I feel like I can adapt to whatever. You know what I mean? So whatever is going down, cause I'm a lover of the music at the end of the day, just regardless. Yeah. So whoever, if somebody sends me a feature, then I can make it work. Yeah, because I'll get into that vibe, whatever they on. Yeah, I can match that, regardless of whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? So nice. Yeah, you know, it's about the product at the end of the day. Yeah. Like fuck the competition, because what good is the competition if don't nobody want to hear that shit? Right. So
yeah, I like it. That's how you do the joint with Storm Styles.
Right. I mean, yeah. And funny enough, with that particular track, I hadn't even heard. You haven't heard
the finished product?
No, I hadn't heard. I kind of just, I ain't gonna lie, with that one, with Storm, I just did a verse. Like, he just sent me the beat and I just did a verse. And then, like, Jack pieced everything together.
Really?
You know what I mean? So with that one in particular, like, yeah, I wasn't really sure the direction. I might have had, I don't know if I had the verse done first. But I might have had the verse done first.
Yeah, let me see. And Mercedes-Benz SLL AMG. That's what it's called. Yep. Mercedes-Benz SLL.
Shout out Storm, man. That's my little bro. And he definitely, like,
I was like, y'all sound good together.
Yeah, He gotta keep rocking.
You want him to keep going
his thing, man. Cause
he want the young guns coming up,
right? And I like his style too. Like, he has a good style too, to where, you know what I'm saying, it's attractive to a potential, to a consumer. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think, just keep going, man. Everything's a process.
Yeah. So you don't even remember this, huh?
Maybe when I hear my verse. I do a lot of, I write a lot. Yeah. Bro. You know what I mean?
I forgot. I remember what I'm talking to you.
I write a lot.
Do you throw away a lot of shit?
Absolutely. Damn. A lot of shit doesn't get, a lot of shit never see the light of day. Or a lot of shit don't even get recorded.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? If I show you this fucking notepad I got on my phone,
just a bunch of rounds.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like unfinished shit.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying? Like,
God damn.
Yeah.
Jeez. Damn.
Yeah.
Yo. Damn.
It's all music.
God damn.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
You
Yo, it's still going, yo.
Yeah, it's still going.
Y'all can't see this on camera, but
Yeah.
yo, it's still going. He's still scrolling.
Yeah.
Those are all unfinished shit.
Well, no, it's not all finished, but a lot of
just
verses.
music ideas and verses.
Music, yeah.
Yo,
I keep going. Yeah. So,
God damn, yo, you really just be right.
yeah.
Yo, you a machine.
Cause I mean, it's like, luckily, you know, my 9 to 5, I'm able to like be creative and get into my own world. Yeah.
I love it.
Potion number 9.
Yeah.
For the coaching soldier on the front line. No emotions, no it's on, we gon' slide. Yes sir, this hustle never die. We forever fly, we pressure, better recognize. Tony Gans up in the ball, y'all ain't gotta ask. I hypnotize them, have them lost, caught in all the swag. Takes attention for a name and let me falling fast. Yo, fucking charge it to the game and put it on my task. Said I never change on them, instead I put this wave on them. Styles like a storm, in the song, make it rain on them. She had a nigga want to do them things on them. I MJ and Kobe fade on them, what you say?
You don't even remember, that's a blur to you.
A little bit.
This motherfucking crazy.
Shout
Smuggle Storm.
Yeah,
And
shout
you
out
gave
Storm.
the name flip in there for him. You gave
I
the
did.
alley hoop so you can.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. Damn, man. And ain't nothing against him or nothing like that. It's just I do a lot.
You just do a lot. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Let's see if you remember this. This is my personal favorite guest verse of yours.
All right.
So I wanted to pull this one out, see if you remember this. I didn't get a chance to write all the shit that I wanted to, but
Okay.
see if you can remember from where I stopped.
All right.
I got them hating, taking several seats, cause they on the level that they'll never reach. Mature and still will deliver.
I know what song that is.
We got him.
Yeah, I know what song that is. Carl Malone. That's Carl Malone. PA and John P. Shout out PA. Shout out John P.
Yeah, let me
That's
pull this
John
up.
P. My nigga, man.
John P. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, he's from Canton, Ohio.
Is he?
Hey, that's where he's stationed at.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
pull this
man.
up.
He a good dude. He actually has a nice podcast as well.
Oh, he pod.
He has a good pod out there. Out in Canton. Yeah, you got to check him out sometime too, because he has a good platform out there as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in. That's my lane right there, podcast.
Yeah, John P. I did one episode with him a while back where I'm talking that shit on there. But John P. He actually had a verse. I got a verse from him on this, for this upcoming Sky High project. But
he gave you a verse?
Yeah, he gave me a verse, but I actually didn't. It didn't make it just because it didn't. It didn't blend in. No, the song didn't blend in.
Oh,
with the
theme,
other, the thing,
concept,
yeah. So it didn't blend in. So it didn't. You know what I mean? It got to all make sense. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to John P. Man, he a good dude. Feel the emotion when I roll up. Oh, hold on. Smell the aroma when I roll up low motion after. Yeah.
You see. Are you first, second, or third on here?
I'm first.
Okay.
I set it off on that motherfucker. I do remember that.
You remember setting it off?
I remember that. And that was me. Yeah, PA.
I love this beat.
Yeah, man. That's a jack beat. AU. Yeah. Smell the aroma when I roll up slow motion. Open, baby. Say it's over till it's over, baby. Cause the center blunts and all the ladies. She motivated. Those who can't compete. Seats. You on another level that they'll never reach.
Mature niggas still I will deliver like a game of pickup when I'm dishing everybody
eats. Oh my god.
Call, man, like Carl Malone, push the envelope.
And y'all be sleeping, swear y'all dozing on my niggas though. But when we speaking, we gon'
Frozen like it's 10 below.
Yo, it's the season now we go for what we
Wishing for.
before the green, my niggas
Oh, like AZ, Rich and Poe.
We believe it ain't no telling where this shit could go.
Predictable. Oh, fucking here we go. Yeah.
Oliver. Hey, you a rapping motherfucker, man.
Hey, I forgot about that, yo. I forgot about that. That's my shit.
That's my favorite Gus verse of yours.
Bro, yeah.
Gus verse of yours.
That's dope. That's dope.
I gotta run this back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, baby. Say something. No, it's over, baby. Cindy said it runs for Cinnabons, catching all the ladies. See, y'all don't know about that. What y'all say, look.
me
You gotta pause it real quick.
Please.
City Center runs for Cinnabons, catching all the ladies.
Columbus reference?
That's an absolute Columbus reference.
Explain, break it down.
All my Columbus niggas know about City Center Mall.
Okay.
Which was like, see, we used to have a mall downtown. It was a mall that we had that was like in the smack dab in the middle of downtown.
Oh shit!
It's actually where the Commons is at now.
Oh,
but we had a
that used
mall.
to be a mall?
It used to be a mall.
Oh shit!
Called
Okay.
City Center.
City Center.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, you take the bus down there.
Okay.
And go run around and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's the one mall because we had Northland Mall, and we had Westland Mall, Eastland Mall. There was even like a Southland. You know what I'm saying?
shit.
At one point, but that's what it was. There was no Easton.
Oh, so that's before.
This is before Easton.
Oh,
And so,
okay. This is way before I got here.
yeah. So there was no Easton. You know what I mean? It was like fucking trees and shit like that. That's all that. That whole area was nothing but trees.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
shit.
There was nothing over there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that was over there was that fucking UDF on Sunbury and fucking Morse But like so,
Yeah.
North, yeah. So like City Center was downtown. Was our downtown mall.
So that was a spot.
That was the spot.
Everybody
and that was
went there.
and that was the one spot where you could get people on all different sides of town would be there. Like most of the time, Northland, like Northland Mall, North Side niggas be up there. You know what I'm saying? And then Eastland Mall, East Side niggas be out there. Westland, all of that same shit. You know what I'm saying? But City Center was the one spot where everybody would be there. You ain't no telling who you would see there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But like so, but City Center runs. But niggas that went to City Center knew about Cinnabon.
Okay, I got you.
Everybody that went to City Center knew about the motherfucking Cinnabon.
Oh, okay.
So,
City Center runs.
Yeah.
I'm glad you broke that down to me.
So that's the Columbus. Motivated. Caviar dreams within my reach. Conversate with those that can't compete. They take several seats. Cause we on a level that they'll never reach. Nigga, still I will deliver like a game of pickup when I'm dishing. Everybody eat. Mailman like Carl Malone, envelope. Niggas though. Speaking shit in codes like it's 10 below. Before the green, my niggas roll like AZ, Rich and Poe. They don't know about the AZ, Rich and Poe.
The 80s Harlem Cats.
Yeah.
Rich and Poe.
Yeah, so.
I love this verse. This is my favorite Gus verse of yours.
Hey, appreciate it. Yeah. That was some, and yeah, that was some PA. That was actually a PA put together.
Oh, he constructed that line. I want you and you and all.
Yeah, he constructed. He said he wanted me and John P on there. You know what I mean?
Did he also like, yo, I want Kaz first? I'm going.
Nah.
Did you arrange that?
Well, when we was in the studio, cause me and PA were there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And so,
so y'all did y'all shit together?
Yeah, me and PA did it together. John P out of town.
Oh, right.
So he had to send that verse. But when we were there, I just went and I just went in there first. I just went first.
Yo, you crazy.
So,
normally, like an artist, this is what I've been told about artists who do records with other rappers that rap. They're like, yo, I want to wait to see what he come with. Then I'm going.
Yeah,
I don't want to go first.
Yeah,
I need the measuring stick first. Like, all right. That's how. Okay, now I know what the measuring stick is.
Yeah, but well, the thing about it is, a lot of times we go in there ready already. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, especially if we're like being, if it's about an hour and things like that. So in that case, it was we were recording with Jack, and he definitely like we already had our stuff already together.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and I was like, fuck it, I'm ready. Let's go.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And that was back in like 2019. Yeah, that was before the North City shit and all that shit. Wow. You know what I mean? We were still just creating.
Yeah.
And so
he was ready.
Yeah. I be forgetting about that shit.
See?
But John P hit me and like remind me like, yo, that Carl Malone shit, nigga, we was killing that shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So you just be writing so much you forget about shit you just like casually just murdering, just like the store style shit. That shit, just like, oh shit, I did do that. I did just casually murk that verse and just like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I want to see if you want to see. That's why I want to see if you remember these guest verses that he just casually just slid on.
Well, no, you reminded me about a lot of shit because I definitely did forget about those.
See?
Yeah, man, I'm in the mode of just continuously moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man, cleaning up shit on to the next thing.
I mean, because truthfully, like aside from this album, I still got like another EP.
Jeez.
With Jack. You know what I mean? So we got things lined up.
Well, you could stay. You never run out of ammo. You never run out of bullets.
Not at all.
Like, man.
Not at all. Yeah.
All right. As we come to a close, everybody's favorite segment. Guess what's bold. Yeah, you ready to get this over with?
All right, let's go.
See if you gonna get some crazy shit.
Always.
All right, I'm handing that to you. Don't do anything yet. So there's probably new listeners who are probably not familiar with this. But yeah, you can shuffle with those probably not familiar with this segment, and they're probably watching for the first time.
I don't get no Weeds questions again.
Oh, she definitely put some crazy shit in there.
Crazy shit up in there.
Yes. So guess the guest quest ball, ladies and gentlemen. Kaz Oliver is not a stranger. He's done played every time he's been on here. Right. Third time on the show, so this is third rodeo. But so the rules to the game is must shuffle the questions. Cannot look and pick what you want. You got to blind shuffle, blindly pick. Pick as many as you want. You can draw 1, 2, or 3. How many of you want?
I'll do 3.
Okay, Kaz gonna go for 3. So he's gonna draw 3. He has to read out loud, answer honestly, but the rule is you can't put a question back and say I don't want to answer that. Whatever you get, you gotta answer or read. So you can draw 3 all like boom, 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 or you can answer it and do another one. However you want to do it. Okay, you want to do one by one?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Guess the guest quest ball with Kaz Oliver, everybody.
All right. Okay. All right. Question number 1 is what makes you fly?
Such a perfect question for Kaz Oliver. If y'all watch it, I mean, come on. Just go look at the videos, look at the album covers, check out the IG.
What makes me fly is my ideas, my willing to step outside the box, my willing to look for shit and make shit. I got people that, that'll custom make shit as well as I know how to make certain shit as well. I make a lot of stuff myself.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And then I also have, somebody else. Shout out to Jack's sister Jazzy.
Oh, okay.
Her brand Alexandria J.
Oh,
wow. Because she fucking is nice.
She designed shit from scratch?
Absolutely. I made I got a jacket, a Gucci leather jacket that she custom made for me.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? And she's fucking amazing. And she's like, she does the fashion weeks, the Columbus fashion weeks and stuff like that. Yeah, and she's very, very, very dope at what she does. And I have a lot of ideas, but it's more so I try to make it easy for her as far as like ordering the material and having everything. And give her the idea and draw it out. So then she's pretty much. And I just try to make it easy as possible for her. But she's dope. Wow. Check her out, Alexandria J on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get her over here then.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's a beast. If you look at her page, like
killing it.
Yeah, she got some dope shit. She does a lot of she does a lot of dresses, and she did Jack's fur. You know what I'm saying? Like his stuff, and the fur turns into like a bag. She's fucking amazing. Right. But honestly, what makes me fly is just the fact that it's my mentality and my willingness to take a chance and do some shit that ain't nobody else doing, and not afraid, and knowing that my shit gonna be fly. And on top of that, I get a lot of influence from Japanese culture. Yeah, my culture. You know what I mean?
It's glad that you embraced that.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom would be so happy.
Right.
And so, absolutely, I embrace a lot of the Japanese culture. A lot of that shit is untapped and is dope as fuck. I've been to Japan before, and their whole style is out there. Is fucking crazy.
Wow.
And so I actually get a lot from there, and that's honestly where my logo with my name. Well, I may have a regular logo, but I also made my own like clothing line, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To where I use my name and Japanese, and so. Like I get a lot from them. Wow. I implement a lot of that into what I do. So it's just the willingness of being different and stepping outside the box, but not too fucking out there to where you're like a weirdo.
Right.
But like, absolutely, man. Don't be afraid of fucking being different. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah,
that's what makes Kaz Oliver fly. I like it. All right, you want to go for a second one?
All right, let's go for a second one. Let's go.
Here we go. Guess Quizbo with Kaz Oliver. Got question number 2. Drop one.
What drives your passion?
What drives your passion? You get some good safe ones tonight. Yeah. That's good. There's all types of wild shit in there.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. What drives my passion is my loving of creating. You know what I mean?
Love of creating.
I love to create and I love to make dope shit. And I always have this thing of like when I look back when I get old and gray, like and all of that, and like really look back on what I did. I want to be proud of what I did. And I've had a lot of musical influences, like I said, my dad. And so, I always said if I'm gonna do something where I'm gonna be on camera, I want to do something that I'm proud of and not something that I'm ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? And so. And on top of that, I've worked for years as far as like trying to make my music good. I started off very trash, and and like I said, Nicotne was there for that. Nick was there for that shit. That nigga's heard a lot of terrible shit from me and had a lot of laughs. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of laughs, and he we've had a lot of laughs together over this shit. But he rode with me through that whole shit, and I kept at it because back then it was about respect and it was about being dope, and I just wanted that respect and I just wanted to be dope to my peers and my people I looked up to and everything. So that kind of drove me as far as like I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep working at it till finally I started getting approval from certain niggas, and then to the point where I stopped giving a fuck about the approval, and then to where I don't want to put nothing out that I'm ashamed of, and really truthfully the love of creating. You know what I mean? That shit is a lot to me, man. Like a lot of motherfuckers, like they might think I'm weird. They might think I'm weird or whatever. I just think different than a lot of motherfuckers, man. And I really I try to take everything into consideration when I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like visually or what I'm wearing or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do something different, man, because we all individuals out here.
I like that. Hey, that's a solid answer. All right, go for the third and final one.
Number 3.
Watch it be one of those ones.
Yo, how long we been rocking on this month? We've been rocking for a minute on here.
Yeah, we almost 3 hours.
Yeah, we almost 3 hours in, and hopefully, some of you niggas fucking stay.
Yo, y'all still here with a shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
All right. Final question.
My number 3 is: did you poop today? You supposed to shit every day.
If you don't, that's a problem.
Yeah, if you don't, like, I've definitely noticed some girls that, like, they hold it in for a while. Did
you poop today?
But yes, to answer your question,
very good.
I'm good today.
Got that out your system.
I'm good. I ain't full of shit today.
Oh, I love it.
That's hilarious.
See, I told you. I knew the third one was going to be
Who
so.
the fuck put that question?
By the way, I don't read these. I don't write or add anything in there. These are guests that come on the show and they leave.
You post shit every day.
Oh, I like it. 2 more questions and we out of here. Because I like, wow, 3-hour pod. That's lovely.
Right.
We go for another one, Kaz? Number 4? Yeah. I see you.
Oh, I thought you said
shuffling.
2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Okay, fuck it. You said 2 more. I'll do 2 more.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, shit,
You just said it.
No, I was saying 2 more questions.
Oh, yeah. All right. Have you ever felt like you were in your own way all the time? Yeah, like I said, the question is, have you ever felt like you were in your own way? Absolutely. Insecurities and anxiety.
Good question.
Insecurities and anxiety and thinking about the negatives and overthinking shit, that'll definitely put you in your own way. Yeah. Instead of just saying fuck it and just go ahead and put your shit out there, or just go for what you want to go for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be afraid of some shit, or afraid of taking a chance. Yeah. Yes, and you'll be in your own way with that shit. Overthinking is the fucking biggest issue, the biggest obstacle that a lot of people have, and it's hard to fucking tell somebody like, nah, don't do that. Yeah. But
sometimes you do it in your own way.
Yeah. Everybody's a victim of that.
True.
You know, so.
Yep.
So shout out to those who say fuck it and keep it pushing. Absolutely. Say fuck it, everybody thinks of that. So yeah. All right. So I have gotten in my own way for my overthinking.
Love it. All right. Love the honesty.
All right.
Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Big ass piece of paper.
If somebody told you your life would be better if you accepted God into it, would you?
Wow. Don't write these, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Go ahead and read that again. Wow.
If someone told you your life would be better if you accepted God into it, would you?
Yeah. I must have some religious person on here at that time.
Man, I thought it was gonna be a little more exciting.
It brought the whole thing down.
Right, but no, I didn't bring that. But no, I mean, I already have accepted. You know,
the doors of the church are open.
Yeah,
May you
I've
come.
already accepted.
You come.
You know what I mean?
You accepted the.
I go to church once in every 5 years. I need to do better. My mom's so disappointed in me.
Oh man!
But yeah, I mean,
that's already been done. You already
it's already been done, and I thank God for a lot of things that's happened, a lot of things I've gotten out of, a lot of things that's been positive for me. Yeah, a lot of experience that I've had that might have been a lesson. You know, so absolutely. Yeah. You know, life has been better because of it. Yeah. Hopefully it can continue to get better.
Yeah. I love that. So. I love that. Man, I don't write these questions. You can get anything in there.
Last couple questions.
I know. Right. All right, this is my final question for you, Kaz, and we're going to get out of here. Because this made me think, when the artist is creating, when you create the art and you present it to the world, does the art still belong to the artist, or does it now belong to the people?
You've asked me that before.
I did.
Yeah, you have. But I forgot what I said last time.
Oh, okay. I forgot I asked you that.
But honestly, it's the people's.
It now belongs to the people.
It belongs to the people. And even though, you know, because you put it out there, you threw it out there.
It's how we interpret it now.
Yeah, it's for y'all's interpretation, and then it's like you can't change it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once it's out there, it's thrown out there. So like, yeah, it's for the people.
It's for the people.
You know, you can't take it back unless you delete the shit, and it's like, for what? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's the people's now.
Belongs to the people.
Yeah, it belongs to the people, and hopefully the people can enjoy the shit. Yeah. And I don't even remember what the fuck I said last time.
Me neither.
But I probably said some more extra fucking complicated shit, but nah.
Simplified version.
Yeah, it
belongs to the people.
It belongs to the people, man. Everything you put out there, like, once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then you got to live with the judgment, the like, oh, I don't like this, and the interpretations, the criticism.
Right, absolutely. But you can't fucking please everybody. So it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you don't try to super serve a type of demographic.
No, I mean, I might think like, okay, well, maybe I need something for this, or I mean, just to have like a more rounded body of work that I might put out, like an album or something like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I ain't thinking about nobody. I'm thinking about something dope, and then if it hits like with us, and we have like, you know, we have like with my people, if we all have that, you know, we all agree on something, and it makes sense, then you know, I'm like with this latest single, "Take Me There," on all streaming platforms one more time. You know, it's my, you know, it's my closest people that, you know, Weez told me, like, you know, this the one that you really need to push, and you know, and really.
You trusted that?
Yeah, I trusted it. Yeah. Even with, you know, even Mechadon, like, that's my man's. You know, he was with it too. Yeah, it made sense to him, and so,
it belongs to the people, though.
Yeah, it belongs to the people. The video belongs to the people. It's out there now, baby. Yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, ain't no turning back. You know. Yeah. So yeah.
I love it. The biggest misconception about Kaz Oliver is...
The biggest misconception is that, hey, I'm fly like this every day.
That's what I believed, and he just spelled that shit quick for me as soon as he walked through the door.
Yeah, well, that's, you know...
Catch you on the off day.
There's such a thing as camera time, and I know I'm fucking aware of camera time. And...
But you was like, yeah, that means it's working.
Yeah, and then another misconception. I don't know what the fuck people think, but a fun fact is I cook my ass off.
No, you get busy in the kitchen.
I get busy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Some big Zeddy.
I get it in. I get it in the kitchen.
Scampi.
You know what I mean? That and you know, as okay, a misconception is that I'm just. I've heard things like that I'm like snooty, stuck up, and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I've heard that because of the way I present myself, like, you know, style wise and video wise and things like that.
I can see that.
And
I can see how people would think.
Yeah, and that's not the case. I'm the coolest nigga. Yeah. I fuck with anybody, man.
You not walking around here like I'm above y'all. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, not at all. Cause I've been in that position. I've been in that position of where niggas wouldn't fucking answer me, or you know what I mean. And some niggas is still funny acting. You know what I'm saying?
Still to this day.
Absolutely. Shit. Some niggas are stuck up out here, and it's like it's fucking beyond me. But
Jesus,
but definitely, like I've been in that position of where niggas wouldn't pick up the phone. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, so even as a hustler, I've been a customer before. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I know what it's like, so I don't look down on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always tell you treat the janitor the same way you would treat the president. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look down on anybody because the position that you in could be temporary. You know, and you could fucking you could do something to change everything overnight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So watch how you treat motherfuckers, man. Yeah, you better watch how you treat people, because they'll shit on you. Eventually, if you shitted on them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never too good. Half you niggas still running around here. You know what I'm saying? So
talk about it.
You know, I got love for everybody, man. Yeah. For the most part.
You're not above nobody.
Hell no. We all just trying to find our way out here, man.
That's right. That's why you'll never hear him say he's King of Columbus. Not at all. We'll never hear those words come out your mouth.
Not at all.
But we hear everybody else say it, guys. They proud to claim it, goddamn it.
Hey, go ahead, beat
my city, goddamn.
Go ahead and beat that. You
I'm the best motherfucker rapping out this bitch.
Go ahead and beat that, my nigga. Salute to you.
We'll never hear that from you.
Not at
all. I love it. You let the work speak for itself.
Absolutely. I let the work speak for myself, and you know, you take it how you want to take it.
I love it. Oh man. His name is Kaz Oliver, ladies and gentlemen. If you stuck around this long to watch this entire episode,
y'all my niggas if you did.
Right. Man. As we close here, we're going to wrap this up. Any last words you want to give to the people out there? Go ahead and plug away the socials, the single. I know we'll have an official date for the album, but anything you want to lead the people with as we wrap it up here?
Sky High on the way. Myself and Nicotne.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that supports what the fuck I do.
Yes.
Shout out to the producers, the DJs, you know, the podcasters.
Hey,
you know what I mean? The people
shout out to the platform. Shout out to media.
Yeah, shout out to media in general, and you know, all my peers and my kids, my mom, you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? My dad. You know, everybody that's supporting what I do.
Yeah.
You know, it means the world to me, and you know, check me out, man. Kaz Oliver Music on all streaming platforms.
Yay.
Kaz Oliver Music on YouTube.
Yeah, got the channel
Kaz
now.
Oliver Music on IG.
Yeah.
I actually just made a TikTok, by the way.
Hey!
I made a fucking TikTok, by the way.
TikTok popping.
Yeah. I made a TikTok, by the way. I gotta
mercy.
fucking add niggas, and I ain't even posted nothing on there. You know what I mean? I'm late to the party, so you know I gotta add some shit on there, and I'm about to add this latest single and visual and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, follow me on TikTok.
yeah, follow me on TikTok, Kaz Oliver Music, KazOliver Music, all one word.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that's still trying to find their way out here, who's still doing their thing, who love to create, love to do events, you know what I'm saying, to fashion people, to music people, to visual people, to poets, nigga, all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because fuck it, man, we all just trying to find our way out here, man.
I love it.
You know,
ending on a positive note.
for
I
sure.
love that.
Positive Kaz.
Positive
You know what I'm saying?
Kaz. Maybe that's the title for this episode. Positive Kaz.
Absolutely. Get your fucking head out your ass. Positivity. You know what I mean? So
there it is. This has been another episode of Clout Talk Podcast. If you fuck with this episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. More importantly, if you fuck with Kaz Oliver, go ahead and follow him on all the social medias.
Absolutely.
And to make it easy for you, I'm going to put all the links in the description of this episode so you can click, boom, right there.
For sure.
How about that? And I'll put the links to the catalog, to the music, so you can get business on the regular 1, 2, all the catalog, anything that has Kaz Oliver name attached to it, all be in the link in the description of this episode. We out. See you on another episode. Peace.
peace.